What up, everybody? Trying something out just for fun. If y'all got questions, y'all want to chat, jump on in. I'll be live for a little bit. Getting my mods in here, hopefully. Ooh, what now? I can play with all these buttons. What up, Wes? Thank you for coming, man. Now we can talk a little easier on here. And thank God you're here. I always need my at least one mod. They like picking on me, Wes. Got your. Oh, so you switch from coffee to energy drink? Nice. Yeah, you see, like, the white walls behind me. I've recorded in front of these. Mod. Oh, that's awesome. But you can do a green screen. Oh, you ran out of coffee. I know, I'm getting low too. I keep forgetting to get more. I'm gonna be playing this Dragon Ball game, checking it out. It's a free game on Switch. My boy got it, so figure why not come on here and hang out for a little bit. Gotta have the coffee, man. I gotta get some more too. I'm low. I drink it every morning. Not at night though. You're crazy for drinking it at night. Hell yeah. But yeah, you can use a wall like this. Like, I've been in the tiny house and use lanterns and like flash on my stuff and flashlights just to get it bright enough. And have that white wall right there, or the white wall in there. And sometimes, like, you'll see my green screens, and you'll see like a door handle or something random come through, or a cat or some shit. It definitely happens. So don't stress on it. Let's just have fun. It's gonna be a cool little video. That's all right. What time is it where you're at, Wes? I want to try during the day. I already scared my mom. Oh God. Yeah, my kids will wake up sometimes and they'll be like, Dad, what are you doing? Yo, Young, what up? I know you rebranded. Your self-titled on BandLab to Spotify now. Will you ever distribute your self-titled on BandLab? What you mean by self-titled? 936, Wes? I think that's what it is where I'm at too, so in AZ time. Will you ever distribute your self-titled on BandLab to Spotify? I shouldn't be on BandLab. I think I did upload stuff there though, but I was using BandLab for whatever the heck. I didn't really care for recording on there. I like my little setup for it. But yeah, the album and all the music's on all the platforms. It's a cool little tool though. Favorite pizza topping? Oof. Honestly, it depends on where I'm getting the pizza or if I'm making the pizza. I mean, pepperoni's everybody's, but shoot. Papa John's, I'll do anchovies. I don't give a damn. I love Canadian bacon. But you know what I really like is when they got the ricotta cheese, that like Italian kind of pizza. Oh, it's so dang good. There's a couple places here in Phoenix, well, not where I live, but in Phoenix that I like to go to, and they got some good pizza. What up, Daniel? Thanks for coming. Happy Monday. I'm getting all these sports caught up. Stoney's up, my cat. How you doing, Stoney? How you feeling? Oh yeah, pizza, pizza. Those Little Caesars, I'd just do pepperoni, honestly. I like buffalo pizza. I freaking love pizza. Oh man. Twisted Minds crust. You know, maybe one day, you know, when we get those calls and get that money coming in, we can open up a pizza chain, guys. That would actually be pretty funny, knowing our history with it. So we could have the Stony Pizza where it's just like an everything supreme. Oh, I ain't playing no Fortnite. That frustrated me so bad. I'm on my Switch right now. I figured just do this on the side and see what happens. I don't know. I'm about to give up on my PlayStation. I can't get it to work. Oh, the D-Pain would be like an old school pizza. So like how they used to do it back in the day. Maybe like a 4 to 6 cheese. You know, that'd be freaking sick. Me, my pizza would be just fucking nasty for everyone else, but not me. Super Bowl. Super Bowl. Uh-oh, I just died. I wasn't looking. For your Miha, whatever she want me to say, Sonny, I'll say it for her. Same with you, Stony, if, Robot Zombie or anyone else of your kin want me to say anything silly. Yep. Oh, garlic can hurt. Yep. Mm-hmm. Now y'all making me hungry. I had a breakfast pizza this morning. Stopped by QT, a gas station. If y'all don't have that wherever you live. And I was like, ooh, they got breakfast pizza. I bet this might suck. Spider-Man. Spider-Man. And it was actually the best thing I ever had out of that gas station. It was the damn pizza. It was pretty good though. It had bacon on it, a couple types of cheese, sausage. God, I don't even know what the hell else was on it. I was just eating an egg. Egg was on it, plenty of cheese. I already said that like twice. I really like cheese. Just olives and bread. That's my pizza. No cheese, no sauce. Mm-mm. So kind of like a garlic bread, just a dry. Oh. Mihai is punching me. Oh my gosh. You better be careful. You get hurt. Them little kids are strong. My kids are stronger than me. Oh, you watching me in the van. Now, if y'all don't know, this van is famous. Aw, thank you, Connor. You know, I will shut up when I go to sleep. Or you can just leave. Either way, I still love you, Connor. You're probably a beautiful human and you're just so happy with your life. I bet you still kiss your mama. Teaching her how to drive early? That's right. He's gonna get his daughter driving and he's gonna be in the back mixing. He's made so many awesome freaking masters in that car. He always takes it up. He goes, makes it in a studio, and then he's like, alright, I need to give it that band test. Plugs it all up, gets it all going. Man, you've come up with some good stuff in there, man. Absolutely. Big love, Connor. Big love. I don't give a damn if you like me or not, to be honest. I'm just happy you're here. But, yep, Sonny got the van in Japan, and he's got the master plan, that's for sure. Master of beats, not baits. That's D-Pain, he's the master of baits. He's probably in bed, so I better not tease him too much. I feel like I'm surfing when you mix on your trip, Sonny. Right? I really like those breakfast, whenever you do the breakfast or your coffee or your lunch, son, man. But I'm telling you, you need to find a local and be like, yo, can you please record me on this surfboard? I'm trying to do a killer music video or something. Don't even tell them that. Just see if they'll record you. I bet someone out there will be nice. Your country is so beautiful and the people seem so awesome out there. Shoes. Let's buy some shoes. Even just the coffee chats make my day. I know, and he goes live for a long time. He takes a while to drink that coffee. Me, I'm done with my second cup of coffee by my second hour awake. Sometimes before my first hour ends. It just depends on the day. Sometimes I crave that coffee, man. You know, you get a good mixture, find a good creamer. Man, I'm not going to win this game. Contacts or glasses? Well, it's obvious, homie. It's kind of obvious. I'll never wear contacts. My autistic ass can't handle that, so... Procrastinating, mastication, lacking food with hungry past mistaken. Let's go. Hey, if you want to drop, little bars, I'll spit it. These people on my team are probably pissed off. I'm playing this free Dragon Ball game my son found the other day. I guess it's new. It's pretty neat. Love yourself. There, I did it in the old school voice, too. Or I can go Grandpa C on y'all. Get my QR code up, send me $1, and I'll go Grandpa C like crazy. I'm just kidding. I'll go Grandpa C if y'all truly want me to. Gotta give that old man something to do. He's bored as hell. Wes, I like when you spit your bars. It seems like you're taking notes from D-Pain, and that's awesome. D-Pain should be proud of himself with all the amazing things that he's done. He's got a great brain on him, too. That dude comes up with some rhymes. I'm like, what the hell? Bars from the cars, far from Mars, tars build up like farts from narwhals. You ever hear that narwhal song? The narwhal, sitting in the ocean. Something like that. It was an old song. I'm getting my butt kicked. I ain't really paying attention though. It's alright. See, with my tism, I usually have to kind of multitask. It helps me focus a little bit better, but I ain't focusing well on this game. But I truly don't care. Just give me a little level up points so I can help my boy out. I'll try when he's up. They're kicking my butt right now. I've died like 10 times. It ain't even that hard. It's kind of like a MOBA. I can't even think of what MOBA stands for, but pretty much you start the game, everyone's level 0. As you take out the NPCs or the other people, you start to level up and gain abilities. So, like right now, I'm half paying attention. I was like, oh, I can turn Super Saiyan. Ooh, they just kicked my butt. It's a really pretty game. It's free. It's freaking sick. Oh, I won? I'm telling y'all, I wasn't even trying. Oh, I didn't win. I was about to say, it's a really neat game. There's a song I want to show you guys one day called There's a Whale by Mr. Scruff. Ooh, we're going to sing about whales. I guess DJ Sunny Side Up eats whales on the side, so you better watch out. Rain, rain, go away, no time to be sane. Stay in your lane with the lames. Flame, flame, diddy, yay. I'll find it after the stream. Hell yeah. Sunny, we need a whale song. I was in Phoenix today, and I was riding with my boss, and we seen this truck, and this truck said, it wasn't Maverick, it was Bronco. It was called Bronco, and it was a meat company called Bronco. And he's like, that's not really a good name if they're not selling horse meat, and if they were selling horse meat, they would people would be rioting, you know. Who would have a beef company called Bronco? That's pretty freaking crazy. Phoenix or Sholo? Sholo's pretty damn nice. I only got to be there once, but it was for about half a week. I went on a mini vacay. It's actually right before I met my wife, and it was like kind of snowing up there. It was real nice weather, very green. Did a lot of exploring out there. They have some like baseball fields that were really pretty. I remember like their playgrounds there were more like workout playgrounds, like that you can actually go there and work out. So we were having some good old time there. Didn't get to go fishing, but we checked out a lake, and the lake was frozen over the top. I never seen that before in my life, so Sholo's pretty dang neat. If the glove fits. When I found out buffalo don't have wings. Right? My wife eats oxtails, but it ain't even ox, it's a cow. I'm like, oh, you eat ox? Like, they have oxes still? She's like, it's the cow's tail, Carol. What are you talking about? Have you ever eaten squirrel? No, I have not. I don't know if that's on my list to do, but if you have eaten squirrel, let me know what you think. Probably tastes like chicken. I heard snake tastes like chicken too. Desert or rainforest? Both have giant spiders. It just depends on your poison with that. I'm used to the desert, but I would like to see the rainforest. I do like a lot of like the frogs and the birds that come from the rainforest. I love the green trees. I mean, everything out here is just desert. Then I had to find out nickels weren't made of buffalo. All buffalo lie. Sounds like you got a diss track there, Wes. You need to go after these buffalo folk. Rocky Mountain oysters aren't oysters? Rocky Mountain oysters are bull balls. Oh, I have heard of that. I have never had those, and honestly, I would not dare to try that. It just doesn't sound appetizing to me. But my wife got me into a lot of different southern foods that I've tried that are pretty good. Like turkey necks. She mixed turkey necks and greens. That's so freaking good. It's like a dark meat. When will you adopt, Wes? Well, it costs a lot of money to adopt somebody, and I think adopting an adult might be more expensive than adopting a child. I know it's tens of thousands of dollars. I have to fix my credit first. Now, we're in 2025. If you live in the United States of America, I think it's a pretty dang thing that you will either have bad credit or you'll have debt. So, yeah, pork rinds are awesome. Funny story, so all my life I called them pork grinds, so Grindz, whatever. And my wife told me to get her some, and I don't know what triggered it, if I texted her, if I was just pronouncing it the way I do, but I call them pork grinds. Like, I don't know why. It stuck with me as a kid. And she's like, they're rinds, Carol, they're rinds. And then I went and I got them, and it said rinds. And I'm like, holy shit, I'm losing it. So I think that was a Mandela thing right there. So, or maybe I jumped timelines where in my timeline it was grinds, and then I jumped to hers where it's rinds. Just a theory, because I swear to God they were pork grinds, and yes, they're good. And cracklins too, the smaller ones where you get the little fat in there. Oh my God, I'll scrape it, eat that shit. Oh, it's so good. Gotta have them spicy too. I love the chip version on that pork rind grind. Exactly. I mean, I don't know. I don't know why I thought grinds. My mom used to get me them as a kid. They were yummy. I was like, all right. Let my lady ask for one night. I'm like, you mean grinds? She's like, no, rinds. I'm like, rinds? What's pork rinds? She's like, you know, the skin, the fried skin, whatever. I'm sitting there like confused as hell. Went down there, got me old back of them. I'm looking at. I'm like, rinds? What the hell? How you like your coffee? To be honest, y'all, I mean, I can drink black coffee, but I like my coffee sweet. I have a really big sweet tooth. I think I get it from my mom's side of the family. And my kids definitely have picked up the sweet tooth, so I usually have a good amount of creamer. I don't really like milk and sugar in coffee. I just, because the sugar kind of sticks and never really dissolves enough for me, even if it's hotter than hell. Um, but for creamer, I got a Reese's creamer right now. It's so good. I love creamer. I don't like powdered creamer, but I'll tolerate it. I usually enjoy with the cup, but a bowl works. I'll just drink straight from the pot. You just kind of ladle it down, mix your creamer into the pot. But yeah, like when Starbucks started getting popular, I got addicted to those frappuccinos. I won't lie. I was very addicted to those. Spent a month in prison or eat frog legs and magic. Oh my God. I like frog legs, so the cockroaches, that's probably better than prison. I don't think I've heard a good story about prison, so I can do the cockroaches. I think I'll do that. That's a good one. It's King Cobra. What up, George? How you doing? Ooh, just thinking about eating those cockroaches. My wife was showing me them at a store once, and she's like, Carol, please. I'm just like, we have plenty at home. Back when we lived in an apartment in Phoenix, Arizona, there is roaches no matter what we can do. I'm Gucci. Hell yeah. Gucci Coochie. If Diddy is in that prison, sign me up. Oh, well, there you go, Stoney. Sonny answered your question, too. If Diddy's in the prison, he ain't eating shit except Diddy's ass. They won't be hissing while I'm around, right? Hey, if you fry him up, throw enough batter on him, I think I'll be okay. I'm proud. What the hell is wrong with you? Hey, don't get me saying Diddy too loud. It could wake up Grandpa C. You don't want him to wake up. He's outside sleeping. Sleeping in the back alley, of course. Unless he hopped a damn fence again and he's behind the tiny house using the weeds as a pillow. That's alright. Oh, God. New Taco Bell commercial. Fourth meal is Diddy in prison. Oh, God, they're kicking my ass again. I ain't doing nothing on this game. I'm Deborah right now. He's like Satan. But he was in Dragon Ball Z for a hot minute. He got killed so quickly, he didn't even seem OP. But they came out with Dragon Ball Daima. I don't know how many of y'all give a shit about this. I'm not an anime guy, but I love Dragon Ball. And they were saying he was the toughest motherfucker in hell, pretty much. And the fact that Goku kicked his ass, I think Goku's the one that killed him. I'm not, or is it Trunks? They kicked his ass like it was nothing. They just slaughtered him. He was gone. He was in it for like 2 episodes, maybe. Just slaughtered him. I'm like, damn, you can kill Satan that fast? That's pretty OP right there. I had to pick him. I mean, come on now. I heard if you say Diddy 3 times, Grandpa Z will appear. Do you have Fortnite and iPhone? No, if I play Fortnite, it'll be on my PS5. But I'm about to transition to my Switch. I don't know. But I got my Hank Hill skin on my PS5, and I don't want to give that up. I play some PS5, Fortnite. My Fortnite tag is The Unfallen, so THE, all caps, _ UNFALLEN. And I usually play once a week, maybe twice. I had a bad time last time, though, with my whole setup not working out right. Trying to think of a brand name bag. I'm Ziploc. Were you always a gamer? Yes. My parents owned video game and arcade stores and pinball stores, stuff like that. So I grew up with it. I don't know how to use this shit. Um, I played pinball a lot because of my dad. That was like his main thing. He fixed up slot machines and other casino type games, and he made a very good living off of it for a while until, the mainstream of it all kind of stopped. But yeah, he would sell Super Nintendo, Nintendo, all that stuff. So I had all the retro games growing up. That's why I know so much about games because of them. And that's why I'm so good at games because I'd be bored in their store and I'd be playing them all day. We had the Dreamcast before it came to America. I mean, he was on money. Favorite track he did with Stoney on his new album? Oh God, Demon's Rendezvous. But the other one, it was just stuck in my head. Last Reply, that's a good one too. I mean, I really liked all four songs, but whatever one Grandpa's not on, the other three are perfect. The one Grandpa's on, I'm like, what the fuck is he doing? Before I pull up in your house, yeah. I was sitting there like, Stoney used this? Oh my god. But it actually turned out really cool. I'm really proud of myself on all four songs too. And he actually wrote for one of them. I'm pretty sure it was Demon's Rendezvous, where I'm like 515, oh yeah, that part. I was just like, hell yeah, Stoney. I know he wanted to keep me in check because I'm so crazy, so I just appreciated it. And I was cool with it. I love that Stoney album. So I'm still trying to help you out there, Stoney. Let's keep on pushing you, buddy. That's a cool freaking album. Um, Outside of me, though, because I don't want to focus on my parts of the album because god damn, that Mr. Tekken, Meadow G, and D-Pain, Chrissy B, they were all going off. I'll even give props to Mosh. She was going the hell off too. Soulja Soul, it's cool because Soulja Soul and Mosh, you can kind of hear that they're related, their voices are so similar. Yeah, he fixed up machines. Currently, he's retired and he built a pinball machine with a couple computers and some monitors. It's physically. And if you go back to a couple episodes ago, you'll see it in there. But now he's got it looking so neat. I got to play on it last week for the first time and it felt really good. Actual pinball buttons on the side and all that. Yeah, he did all of that. He did any machine you could think of, my dad probably worked on. Like any of them. Even like skee ball things. I remember being a very little kid, like 3 or 4. And they had skee ball machines at our trailer park in like the rec room area. I remember my dad going there and fixing it. I remember he had probably almost every pinball that came out, sometimes multiple. Probably the coolest pinball I've ever played was a Flintstones one. It had a giant ball, and it would go boom. It kind of worked like shit, but it was so different. But the other one I really liked, and we were just talking about this, was there was a Super Mario 3 pinball, I believe, and it was smaller, and you had to go and defeat all the Bowser Juniors. And another one was Attack from Mars. Attack from Mars, best pinball ever. And they continued it. They had a 3D kind of looking one where they used like a mirror and a screen. It was freaking sick. The only phobia I got is my grandpa C. He scares the shit out of me. I was in the newspaper actually. My dad was holding me up, and I was on the pinball. I remember there was one called Black Hole, and it was super wide, and I'd have to run to the left and kind of run to the right to kind of hit the flippers on it because my arms weren't long enough. It was a good pinball though. They were really creative with that stuff back then, and now they still do. Like a pinball company revived itself and has been making pinballs, but they are extremely expensive now. But my dad did sell all of his pinballs, so he has this makeshift electronic one he made, and it looks beautiful. It plays great. There's some fan-made games on there, and I guess you can play online. But I was enjoying it. I was playing the Legend of Zelda pinball, which does not exist in real life. And I had, like, on the display board on his back, it had Ocarina of Time and, like, Twilight Princess video game clips and stuff. It was really neat, and the music sounded real good. I'm like, damn, Dad, how do you build this stuff? He's a scientist. Mechanics' brains are the coolest. I know. He hates working on cars. He hates plumbing. But man, you give him a project like that, and he's on it. I've seen him. We used to have Neo Geos, if you know what that is. It was an arcade machine, the fighting games, and bowling on it, and Contra and stuff like that. It was just so cool. He tried to fix up my PS5. I have an HDMI issue, but he's like, it's just too much work, and I don't want to break it further. I understand, Dad. Remember Frogger for the arcade? I played some Frogger. My dad actually had, those flat machines where each person sits on a different side. He had a Pong one. It was one of the OGs and it had a dial. So we'd be playing and dialing back and forth. He had the four-player ones with Dig Dug on there, Centipede, and all different kinds of ones. So I got a lot of gaming in me, that's for sure, because of him. All the retro stuff. And like when PlayStation first came out, he was against it. He was like, nah, screw these guys, Nintendo and all this and that. And then we caved and got one, and I played the shit out of that PlayStation. I only know how to take things apart. Yeah, dude, he would take it apart. He'd fix the circuit boards up and get his solder and have his glasses like this, and he'd just be sitting there working. And then boom, he could fix anything. Toaster breaks, fixes it. It's just like, huh? DVD player breaks, he fixes it. Like, huh? He's like, I don't need to go to anybody. I can fix anything. It's real shit. He really can. So he's fixed even newer stuff too, but the newer things get, the smaller the components, so it gets a little tough, especially he's in his 60s now, so he's on fire though with it. I didn't know it was called Flipper. I learned something new today. Yep. And his store was called Flipper City, and then they changed it to Action Games. I never asked him why, because Flipper City was just such a cool name. Maybe because he was branching out from just pinballs. I remember Alice Cooper came in his store a long time ago, and my dad kind of was like, oh my God, kind of thing. But I guess they exchanged phone numbers. But Alice Cooper went home and called my dad and asked him how to fix his pinball, because Alice Cooper likes pinball. Can't remember which pinball he said he had, but my dad told him how to fix it over the phone. And I'm just sitting there, like, Alice Cooper, really? That's so freaking sick. They're all people like us, Dad. You not need to flip out on them. I mean, come on, Alice freaking Cooper. So he knew some people in the business too, and they were rich as hell. And they would have basements with rows of pinballs and have pinball tournaments. And he took me to some of those. We used to go to pinball shows too. I remember running under the pinballs, like crawling and all this and that. I don't know how I got away with that. And I guess when I was in a stroller, we were at a pinball show in Vegas, and Slash from Guns N' Roses was there. So I guess I hung out with Slash technically and watched him play pinball. Does your dad hold high scores in any games? I don't know about that. I know that when me and him play, it's neck and neck at this point, but he can kick my ass, I'm sure. I know he wins. He could win tournaments, no problem, but he's not a try hard. He just has fun. But I've seen him. We could, like, on a pinball machine, sometimes you'll hear like a or something like that, like a really high click noise, and that means you beat it. And every pinball he had, and you would get that click noise. You'd have to do objectives. There's actual objectives in pinball games. So he would go and beat all the objectives and beat it, and there's like different endings. So like you beat the basic one of this, and then if you do this, you get the second win and all that. Man, every time he played a machine, I got that good too at some of them, like Attack from Mars. I was beating that one left and right. I probably still could beat it today. High score is sun raising. Yeah, Alice Cooper is freaking sick. I had one of his drummers in my band for a while. They have an autistic music school here, and she was one of the teachers. But we only played a short bit because COVID happened, and she like freaked out. But she was wonderful. I didn't get to ask her any questions because I didn't get to know her enough, and we were so focused on music. I didn't get to see, like, did you actually meet him and all this and that. But Cooper's on tour right now. He's got his wife still on stage with them. They're doing the whole bit still. It's awesome. It's pronounced Mile Walk A. Wayne's World, Alice Cooper quote. Oh, I love Wayne's World. Did King of the Hill ever have a pinball episode? I think there's an episode maybe where they swing by an arcade or something, but I don't think so. I don't think they really touched on arcades or any of that. Arcades aren't really popular anymore. I know they kind of were still in the 90s and early 2000s, but not as much. I know Hank Hill would be like, dang it, boy, get off that video game. You're always on them video games. And he was playing like a Tomb Raider. They had it titled something else, but it was Tomb Raider. So I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, for King of the Hill, he had a King of the Hill pinball, but he didn't finish building it on there. I guess it's just a whole process to get another machine, but he had hundreds on there. He spent some time on that. I can't see Mike Judge playing pinball. If it was King of the Hill pinball, I bet he would want to play it. Mike Judge is chill. He's a funny guy, too. My favorite pet? My cat Stony. Y'all want to see my cat Stony? I'll go get him. I'm gonna go get my cat Stony. Well, it's gonna be my dogs. I love my dogs more than my cats, if I'm being for real. But I'll get Stony for y'all. Hold on. Stony. Stony. My cat, Stony has COVID-19. Here he is. Him and the other cat stalking all day long. They just love me to death. Stony was the cat this whole time. That's why he has a lot of photos of him being a black cat with his joint in his mouth and stuff. I don't know where it came from. I just started calling the cat Stony one day. But his name's Oliver. I call him Ozzy. I give him cooler names than my kids. Like Sabrina the Witch. Yeah, he's fully black, but if you look at him, he's got like a white tint to him. It's pretty cool. He's a furball though. He's long also. We've had him since they were a couple months old. Him and the other kitty. And yeah, this one right here, he hides in the shadows, and I'll be walking by a room, and I'll see these bright yellow eyes looking up at me, and I'm like, what the hell's that? Oh, it's my damn cat. So the dogs and cats get along too, but the dogs go to bed when we're not out. Otherwise, they might eat these cats, but they get along. They don't really care about each other. Except that the cat like jumps in the window, that just freaks the dogs out. You a cat or a dog person? I am a dog person. I've always wanted a cat, and over the years we've had a few cats, but yeah, these are my daughter's cats. If it was my choice, I wouldn't have the cats, but they all right. They try to mess with me all day and follow me around. It's nonstop, the dogs and the cats. What up, BUG? Bug. Nice to meet you. It's just a speaker. Ergoni, how do I say? Aragon Atra. Thank you for coming in. It's just a speaker. Please clarify. I'm speaking tonight, and that's about it. No live performances for me right now. Looks like a great cat. They're all right. They love my little girl. She loves them to death. It's so funny. They'll jump in the window while I take them to school, and she'll be like, "Oh, the cats, bye, babies," and all this and that. It's so funny. I'm like, Jesus Christ. But they are good kitties. Like, she's let me pet them and hold them and all this and that. But they mostly do their own thing and follow me around like stalkers. And like we got the door closed or anything like that, they'll be right at the door waiting for us to come out. They're very interesting animals. So it's my first time ever really having cats. The other cats I had, I just kind of saved and rehomed, and it wasn't too long. Don't forget to like and sub. Thank you, son man. I like them likes and subs. It helps us, stay motivated and keep going and help grow and get us out there. The more you do that and share, you help us small artists out as creators. So I appreciate for you mentioning that, son man. That's my producer right there, DJ Sunny Side Up. He's the coolest freaking dude ever. Oh, that is adorable. You always had pets? Yep. I always had a dog. I never had two dogs. Now I have two dogs. I had a lot of gerbils growing up. We had like a gerbil farm practically. We had so many gerbils. Birds. I had a cockatiel, sun conure. I remember having a lovebird. It hated my mom. That was funny. Good times. I had a frog. I got my wife a few reptiles here and there. Snakes or tarantulas? Well, what the hell do you think, boo? She is rehabilitating them off now. Props, honey. Like and sub if you like free sandwiches. Hey, I'll make a sandwich on here if y'all want. Let's see. Did I miss any? I want to make sure. Miha just caught a giant moth. Oh! I used to catch moths for my gerbils. I used to smash them on the wall, then take them by the wing and drop them in the gerbil cage. Man, they would just eat those. As fucked up as that sound, it's a good source of protein for them, so I used to do that. And then their bad snack back then was sunflower seeds. They used to go, crack them open, and they also loved pumpkin seeds. We had a lot of gerbils. That's my boo. Rocky, my smile instantly went away. Aww. You know, I like making people frown. That's totally why I do this. So I'm glad I did my job, man. Rocky. Yeah, I bet you're Rocky, all right. Wesley, what's up? Hey, Sonny. She's probably in there listening right now. She got that boy in there. He's hype. Gary ain't just a character in SpongeBob. Right. He's everything. I can get the other cat too if you want to see him. His name's Williams, but I call him Bill because Bill is short for Williams. Miha said hi. Boo. I think he's saying his little girl's saying hi to you. They're both watching in their van in Japan. And maybe if she's a good little girl, he'll take her to McDonald's and get her that Happy Meal. I know she likes them Happy Meals. That's so cool. I really like seeing you go through the drive-through, Sonny, and how it kind of was like they said a little bit of English terms, but then it was still kind of Japanese. Like you said some, and then you're like, strawberry. And she's like, okay, strawberry. And then there you go. You got your strawberry ice cream or whatever. That was interesting. No, we are eating David's. They got the ranch sunflower seeds there and they're going back and forth. Don't start all that now. Oh, God. Oh, son, man. I heard McDonald's is probably better in Japan, but some people, I saw this one YouTuber a long time ago. He was touring the world and I guess going to McDonald's in different countries. And he said it tastes the same everywhere else. I think he's fucking lying and gatekeeping it from us. There ain't no way McDonald's tastes the same from here to somebody else. Happy first day of fall from Japan. Yep, first day of fall, everybody. Thank God. This summer was killing me. Am I the only Burger King fan? Well, Burger King I'm always 50-50 with. Sometimes they'll have a good item on there. Other times it's just crap. And they change their fries too. I hate they change their fries. They used to have a chicken sandwich I love though. And their fish sandwiches are good. Burgers are okay. I don't really care about their burgers there. Burger King or Wendy's? Wendy's all the freaking way. Wendy's is good as hell. There's a few things from Wendy's I could just slam the hell down and just beg to slam down some more. I'm going to run back through this drive-thru and I'm going to re-up my order. You call it pop or soda? I call it soda. I call it soda pop. So, yep, I'm having a little Coca-Cola, taking a break from Pepsi, so I ain't have a soda in a few days. Just been kind of watering it up. McDonald's is kind of pricey near me. I kind of live in the woods. Go ahead, baby. Little girl running by. Mama said no kids on camera, so. McDonald's is pricey near me because we live by the highway. And we live in the middle of nowhere, so like a Happy Meal there is like $8-9. I remember when Happy Meals were $5, buy one, get one free. And now it's like, wow, this is crazy. And their hamburgers are smaller. Damn, y'all are making me hungry. Wendy's workers will hook you up, yep. My wife worked at Wendy's like 4 or 5 years ago. She hooked me up. I was eating like a king. She could tell you in the chat right now. She'd be like, what do you want, baby? I'm like, oh, what do I want? I want a triple hamburger with everything and then the Frosty with cookies mashed into it. Oh, yeah, I got the works. Mountain Dew or Sprite? I'm going to pick Sprite. I don't really like Mountain Dew. I will drink it sometimes, but that sometimes is like once every 2 years or something. My oldest likes Mountain Dew, and I'm like, oh, God, but I don't want to do the Dew. And if it's Mountain Dew, I'd just drink the regular kind, no Code Red or whatever, Baja Blast. I don't really like those ones. I'm not a Mountain Dew guy. I'm not a big soda guy in general, but I like me a Pepsi or a Coke once in a while. Or Dr. Pepper. And then I got sick of root beer. I used to drink it so much. Happy Sets are $5, or Happy Meals are $5 here in Japan. That's ridiculous. Because they're $8-9 here now. It's crazy. What's the first thing you're doing when you get to Japan? Eating. Depends on where we land. But food. You're fine, little girl. Go on ahead. I got you blocked. Definitely pants or shirts. That's a good question. Well, I'm gonna say pants. I hear her laughing in the other room. I'm gonna say I'm gonna say pants because I'll go without a shirt before pants. I'll take my shirt off right now, boo. So don't even mess with me. Favorite center in basketball? Amari fucking Stoudemire. Absolutely, Amari Stoudemire. I mean, he played power forward half his career, but he played center once in a while. He was a smaller center. That boy is mad. I love that Amari Stoudemire, though. I almost could have met him once. He was cool. Outside the Suns, though, I'll give you guys a little more. Shaquille friggin' Neal. Of course. I mean, that's it right there. I can show my ball knowledge, though, and I can pull out Alvin Adams, old school freaking centers. Connie Hawkins. Actually, I think he was a forward. Yep, I called Shaq, and he ain't called me back. And then I texted him, too. Barry Turd. I love Larry Bird. Oh, my God. I watch a lot of his videos about him and other players talking about him. And I love the shit he used to say. He was nasty. He was mean. Kevin Garnett. If y'all know Kevin Garnett, he was also a big trash talkers. Trash talkers are my favorites. I love those guys. Reggie Miller. Oh, he's so freaking mean. I loved it. So I don't like modern day trash talkers because they just go on the internet and be like, screw you, Kevin Durant. And he's like, oh, I don't give a shit, Back in the day, he'd be coming up to him, what, motherfucker? I love when Michael Jordan took a punch at Reggie Miller. That's just so cool. Steve Nash, yes. I grew up with Nash. We just found out Nash is back on the Suns. He's going to be, whatever they said, vice president of operations or something. So he's going to be the guy that kind of tells the scouters what to look for and what to recruit on this team when we start drafting and doing free agency and stuff. So, but man, I'd love to meet that dude. I used to have a life-size Steve Nash poster, full uniform, Steve Nash, everything. Sonics had Kevin Garnett for a bit, right? He was a Timberwolf. That's where he started. That was his OG, was him as a Timberwolf. He was freaking awesome there, but his team was crap. So eventually they moved him to the Celtics, and that's when he won his one and only championship. On that team was Rajon Rondo, Paul Pierce, Big Baby Bass, Ray Allen. Ray Allen's one of my favorites too. They had a really good squad. And then he retired. Oh, he went to the Brooklyn Nets with Paul Pierce. It was weird. Played like 1 or 2 years there, then he retired Timberwolf. Kevin Garnett was a trash talker. I forgot who he said it to, but someone's mom or something passed away, and Kevin Garnett went up to him in that game and said, fuck your mom, I know she, all that, like, it was nasty. And the dude just completely deflated, and Kevin Garnett destroyed him. It was terrible. So, I don't think, he wasn't a Supersonic. A lot of notable Supersonics was, like, Ray Allen was on the Supersonics, Gary Payton, God, I just lost his name. It was a bigger dude. I love the Supersonics. I thought it was crazy when they sold that team to be the Oklahoma City Thunder. I love their uniforms and colors. That ugly ass yellow was kind of cool. I love that green. Know very little. That's fine. I got the tism, and I've always loved basketball, so I could tell you about every darn team. Which basketball player would you like to have dinner with? It probably would be Steve Nash. But like I don't know, like, I heard he's a nice guy. But if Michael Jordan was a little friendlier, him, of course. But Reggie Miller would be one. He seems like a great guy to talk to. Here's one that y'all don't know, but Vernon Maxwell. I love how that dude talks. I'd love to have a conversation with him. He tells the best stories. And he's on TikTok on a few different channels. I love that dude. And lastly, I would say maybe Kevin Johnson. He was an OG son. Let me see here. Sean Kemp. Oh, that dude was bad. Yeah, Sean Kemp was on the Supersonics. And then I think he moved to the Rockets after a while. And then, not Sean Kemp, but the other guy, they were comparing him to Jordan, but Jordan kicked his ass. Let's end the debate here. Who is the GOAT of the NBA? Of course it's Michael Jordan. It is not LeBron James. I will argue with anybody, but there's no argument, really. You can say, oh, the longevity. Oh, he's 40 and averaging 25 points a game. Dude's a wuss. People feared Michael Jordan. If you listen to people like the actual players who went against him, they say, dude was nasty. And the coaches on the other team, didn't matter what other 29 teams you're on, the coach would be like, do not look him in the eyes, do not piss him off, do not say anything to him. Just say hello, goodbye, keep it simple, keep it short. And one of the players on that team, one player on that roster would say something stupid to Michael Jordan, and then he drops 50 on him. Every single time. Every single time. LeBron James, you don't hear any NBA player saying, oh, I fear LeBron James. There is nothing to be afraid of. That man was a flopper. He still is a flopper. He's still in the stupid NBA. A foul baiter. They all kind of do their foul baiting stuff, but back when Jordan played, they were beating the shit out of him. He was getting thrown. LeBron James just fakes the damn crap, so I'm sorry if you are a LeBron fan. I do respect your opinion, but I just don't see it with LeBron. Young LeBron was very good, though. He was a monster. He was crazy with them dunks, but he just wasn't feared and he was losing. And everybody's like, oh, well, Jordan got Scottie Pippen. Well, he stuck with the same team. He didn't go jumping team to team to team. He stuck with the same team. They managed to get lucky and get Scottie. They traded a very good power forward. Who's that? Man, I'm pulling blanks tonight. But that's how they got Dennis Rodman on the team. And, God, what is his name? He's so awesome, too. I feel bad for not remembering it right now. But he had the glasses on. But anyways, like Jordan built that, 2 3-peats. He took 2.5 years out of the league, came back. He kicked my team's ass, the Phoenix Suns. I ain't even mad. He kicked our ass. If you could choose one player of your choice, wait, hold on here. If you could choose one player of your choice or the whole Globetrotters team, who would you play golf with? I would choose I like the Globetrotters, don't get me wrong. I do. I like the old school Globetrotters also. I'm getting a little familiar with the new guys, but yeah, I'm gonna stick with the NBA player. Like, I'd go golfing with Devin Booker or Stephen Curry. I think that'd be really cool. Probably maybe Stephen Curry just because he does the trick shots at the golf course. I mean, come on now, that's just too cool. Um, Outside of that, I mean, Shaq. It would be crazy to golf Shaq. To see, like, if he has a special golf club that's longer or something for the poor guy. He's so damn tall. And I want to see Shaq getting a golf cart. That'd be pretty funny. I got to see the Globetrotters. That's on my list. I've never seen the Globetrotters. I watched lots of documentaries and footage and all kinds of stuff on them, but I've never got to see them. Yeah, and they're from Harlem, and I never put that together, but they're from Texas, so. I also liked when they had the All-Star game and they had the Globetrotters play kind of with some of the NBA players, but I'd like to see like if there was ever like a prime thing where Jesus came down and said prime Globetrotters versus the best 12 NBA players in existence in their prime. That would be a match. Oh, it would be so cool. But favorite thing that they do is when they throw the basketball and have the string on it and the ref jumps back. It's so stupid, but I just used to love that. Trivia, where did Dennis Rodman go after the Bulls? He went to the Spurs, right? After the Bulls, he went to the Spurs, and he didn't last very long there. North Korea. Hey, don't scare me with that. But I know Dennis Rodman was on the Spurs for a little bit. I think he had a short stint with the Lakers, too. But I know he was on the Spurs, and that was a fucking joke. Oh my god, it's a funny story, though. Would you rather eat one food forever or only be able to eat every food one time for the rest of your life? Every food one time because there's so much variety out there. I'd get sick of the same food. Even though I get stuck on snacks and certain meals, I get sick of it eventually. So I'd want to be able to, like, okay, I can never have tacos again. Well, I'll have to chicken tacos. Well, I'll switch to beef. Well, but eventually I think I'd run out, But if different brands count, then I think either way, gotta have a variety. We're human. Lending Shaq a putter would be awesome. It would be. I'd be his caddy too. I'd be like, come on, Mr. Shaq. Where are we going next? Good drive, Mr. Shaq. Make sure to tap it in. You know, it's all on the hips, Mr. Shaq. I hope he does text me back. I don't think he will, because I'm sure everybody and their mother, but it was freaking cool. It's a real cool service he does. Let's just, maybe he'll hit me up in 6 months, maybe in 6 years. I don't know. But I've always wanted to meet Shaq. I think he's funny as hell. And I loved him when he was on the Suns. And let me know if I was right on that, son, man. I think after the Bulls, he went to the Spurs. So I don't even think he lasted 10 games with the Spurs. Greg Popovich was not going to mess with that. Let's see. I could eat simple tacos forever, but doctors would say different. Hey, I'd rather die happy or, die happy eating tacos or die sad eating crap. I want the nastiest, greasiest tacos. Let me see. Highest IQ or 100% accurate shot? IQ would probably drive me crazy. I mean, they say a lot of smart folks cuss a lot more and get frustrated because they understand more than other people. And that's kind of like the joke with Rick and Morty. You know, Rick, that's why he's so freaking smart, but that's why he's doing drugs and all this and that, because he knows the truth and he can't live with it hardly. So I guess 100% accuracy, which I'm about 90%. Let's see. What the fuck, Kay? I am crazy. Well, good, Zayan. I'm crazy too. Nice to meet you. Thanks for coming. Would you rather go back to being 18 or skip to being 40? At 18, I was dunking basketball, so I think anyone would choose youth over getting older, but if I had the same knowledge no matter what, great. I mean, at 18, now, that's a different Carol, that's for sure. Have 5 kids or 7 kids? 7 kids. The more the merrier. What is this dude doing? Hey, go to bed. Jesus. You're silly, Sonny. You don't even want a second kid. You're just sticking with your one. Sonny has the best questions. It's probably his daughter asking him at this point. Sonny, he wants 12 kids. That's right. Misha, my boo, got it right. Now Misha right there. So, 12 boys so they can all fill the whole Suns roster. Technically, it's 15, because they have the 3 extra spots in case someone gets injured. So, but 12 will work. And then my daughter, she can play in the WNBA. It just works out. And maybe by then, females can play in the NBA. It's already almost happened a few times. So, and if I decide one day I don't like basketball anymore and I like football, well, there's 11 on the field. So there you go. They can be offense, defense, and the special teams. Ooh, I like your questions tonight, guys. This is fun. Ooh, there's a green screen option. Let's see. Let's see what this does. Ooh. What happened, y'all? Is it just green behind me now? Ah, look at that. Wonder if I can change it to something cool. Or something educational. I can change it to something educational. Here we go. We'll get this guy. DJ Sunny side up. Raw, raw, raw. DJ Sunny side up. Raw. Or my cat Stony. Oh no, that's DJ Sunny side up. Never mind. Hey, this is neat. Alright, let me do something smart. Stony would be like, Carol, you're wasting your time. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, here's that pinball I was talking about, but I don't know if you want me to put that up. Here, I'll put the artwork up for Superwoman and confuse people. There we go. Superwoman. Skydiving or tractor racing? The town I was born in does both. Hey, now I got a green screen so I can move around a little bit. Tractor racing. You can't pay me to skydive. Unless you had, you'd have to be a pretty good offer for me to skydive. There's a municipal airport right by our house, and they go skydiving all the time. We'll go outside and see them, and they do stunt planes and all that stuff. It's real cool. Excuse me, everyone. What if your boy wants to produce for you? Well, you're going to be in deep competition then, but I'd hope you kind of take him under your wing and mentor him, man. Because that would be cool. That's a dream come true. If my kids played in a band for me or whatever. Oh, here's my other cat. Let's see if he'll come up. Meow. Meow. He's sleeping. He didn't. Oh, he's looking at me now. He's like, what the hell? Well, hello there. Hi, Trey Trey. Hold on, everybody. I'm changing rooms real quick. I gotta get up and stand up. All right. Whew. Time is relative. Time is man-made. Time doesn't exist in space. Time only exists because of whichever. Let me see if I can set y'all out here. Would you rather live in a barn full of turkeys or an empty box under the freeway? These are just filler questions. Oh, let me pop my back here. I would say turkeys because, gobble, gobble, gobble. Free food. They probably hang out with me, keep me warm in the winter. I mean, I think the turkey. I don't really want to live in a box under the freeway. But if you do want to live in a box under the freeway, guess what? Just like the freeway itself, it's free. You could get a box behind like Guitar Center or Walmart, somewhere where they sell big boxes. Home Depot, Lowe's, free box, they throw them out. A lot of places throw stuff out, y'all. Go dumpster diving sometimes. That's what my dad used to do. I never went dumpster diving. He probably put me in there a few times to pull some stuff out, but yeah, you don't want to live in a box. Especially like after watching SpongeBob and seeing what it did to Squidward. No. Turkeys sound warmer. Yeah, exactly. The turkeys are going to keep me warm. They're going to lay eggs so I can have breakfast. I mean, come on now. Halloween or Thanksgiving? Hallow freaking wing. Oh my god. My lady gets so upset with me because I turn up with the kids. I'll dress up every Halloween. I'm ready to go get the candy. I'm ready to trick or treat. I'm ready to be stupid. I'm just a big kid like that. I love Halloween. I love Halloween movies. I do like Thanksgiving. But come on, y'all. Look at me. You think my family can cook that good? You think they season things right? They do a couple of good dishes here and there, but my mama does some good stuff. I like her cooking. I love my lady's cooking, but her family, oh my god, their Thanksgiving is fire. Whew. I'm so hungry now, and I wasn't even hungry before this. I am selling new heated boxes. I hope they don't catch on fire. Are they flammable? How do they heat up? Do you have to plug them in? Because that won't work under the freeway now. But we heat boxes with live turkeys. Oh, I get it now. So you're going to be homeless with the turkeys under the freeway and use them to keep you warm. So you just want both. By the way, Wesley has a farm, and I believe he has some animals as well if you want to start dropping some of that farm knowledge, Wes. I think that's pretty dang cool. Van life or tiny house? Van life. I see that's working out for you good because you got air conditioning. You can move it around. I know you told me before you parked over you do park over by malls and steal Wi-Fi and this and that, so that ain't a problem. The only thing is you got to put a little gas in there. How much is gas in Japan, Sonny? Lose your legs or arms? Oh my god. That's a rough question. I guess my arms. I can do that. I won't be able to play guitar anymore, but I can still kick shit and run around like crazy. Sonny, that was my question. Yeah, I'll just have the legs, and then I can keep kicking some ass. Otherwise, I'll be walking on my arms. Kind of like me and the Sing Me a Song Dad video. Where I'm just kind of like little arm boy jumping around. You guys got some good questions tonight. I like how none of them have been music related or update related. Y'all are just silly. I love it. Gas is $3 a gallon. Oh, so it's about the same price there. Yeah, we a little over 3. Sometimes we go under 3, but most of the time we're over 3. I think I paid this morning like $3.20 some a gallon, but that was at QT. They're a little more expensive. Circle K is closer to the $3 mark. Sometimes I'll get a little special deal and it'll be under $3. Which is nice. I remember when gas was like $1.75, but I'm sure some folks pop in here and be like, I remember when gas was only 10 cents a gallon, and now it's over $1. It doesn't even make sense, you know. I used my foot to hold my minor key button on the video today. Oh, when you were playing the one part, you were using your foot up there. I saw your shoe, but. Do you want to adopt the black bear spotted in Arizona City? I already said I want a black bear. I'll take it. I mean, It's probably not a great idea, but it could be a great idea. There's some potential in having a bear. One, we won't have any robberies, any break ins, nothing like that. Two, they're cute. Three, it's probably a lot in food, so we can feed them the cats and anything else we can find. Yep, wildlife won't come over here seeing that bear. They'll leave us alone. You could probably sleep in the tiny house. I'd probably get a lot of views on my videos if I'm doing bear care, saying, it's my bear, Barry. He likes drinking water and eating honey, and we like to give him fish, and he ate our cats, but it was purposeful. I couldn't find a rock heavy enough to trigger the Fun Machine Auto Miner. Oh my god. On keyboards like that, Wes, usually there's a button you can push. You push the button and it'll hold the note. I don't know your piano, but usually they typically have a set like that. I can't tell you if it's like called lock or something like that. You press that, you can hold a key or hold a chord, and it should stick. So maybe look to see if your Fun Machine thing does that. Do you want to be mauled by a black bear? No. It would be my emotional support bear, like Wes just said. So, and then everybody would be like, aren't you afraid it'll snap someday? No. If it does, it does. That's life. But for now, I'm enjoying my bear. I like Black Bear Diner. Anyone had Black Bear Diner before? It's pretty good food. I'm sure they went downhill by now, but first trip you go with Misha when you make it. Japan. That's a given, because she wants to go there too, because of the food. Come on now. I want to see the real life Pokemon that live in Japan, and I want to eat the food. I'm going to go on down to your island, son man. I'm going to break into your house while you're live streaming. I'll tell you I'm coming, but not when. And then your wife's going to be like, Sonny, get off. Someone's breaking in the house. And then it'll be, see the rapper. And you're going to say, oh my God, let him break in, please. My keyboard's a little old school. I've tried everything. Okay, so you've already ran through the settings. I thought you just recently got it or something like that. Okay. But yeah, normally on newer ones, they'll have a little thing where you can go in there and, it's like a lock or something like that. I'm sure if you have pedals at the bottom too, but those don't really lock it in place. But for a keyboard, I think there is options. So, you can't find a rock out there in that barnyard? If he says the wrong answer, Sonny, he won't make it. Anywhere where there's food. Oh, I did. I said the wrong answer. I'm sorry. I'm picking Japan. If it's outside the United States, it's Japan. I'm ready to eat. If it was German food, I'm sure it's good. I'd hit that up. Oh, Italy would be a good one. Italy. Italy would have such great food. I think Italy will be first. We'll go to Italy first. Get that good food there. And then we'll run to Japan. There you go. There you go. It'll be tasty. Attacked by an elk or a wild boar. You know how big freaking elks are, man? We have them in Arizona. I've seen them. I thought they were deer. They were elk. And they could probably turn my van over. They could probably throw my van down the fucking river. Damn. A wild boar, I'd have a little bit more of a chance. We have javelinas out there, if those count. I'll kick those things in the face and run. Beer or wine? Beer. Only Rolling Rock beer, which I haven't had in a long time. Oof. Wine's good though, but beer. Beer all day. I've had Chinese beer, that was good. I've had Mexican beer, obviously, because where I'm from. That's good. American beer is okay. I don't really like IPA or that orange tasting crap. I've had apple beer, it's okay. Mike's Hard Lemonade, that's okay. I got real sick off that once. I like the Twisted Tea, so those are good, but I kind of got sick of them a while ago. I got into them. I'm like, wait a minute now, this is it. And I got kind of sick of them. But they are good. But you got Rolling Rock. That's my beer right there. It's like flavored water for me. And I just love Rolling Rock while rolling in my yacht. In my cot in my yacht. Socks on your hands for life or gloves on your feet? Gloves on my feet. I mean, and then I can still play guitar. And then my feet, I don't have to wear sandals or nothing. That's pretty interesting. How tough is the gloves? That might be uncomfortable, but sock on the hand though, I could have hand puppets and fuck with people all the time. So when I'm driving on the highway and someone cuts me off, I can be like, "Fuck you, bitch," you know. That'd be kind of funny. I'd try to put little eyes on it and stuff. How often do you see Native Americans? I mean, I'm in Arizona, bro. If I go outside, I could see anything. It's a big mixing pot of people here, and I have a lot of Native friends. They're amazing, beautiful people. We actually, in between we live here and Phoenix, it's native lands or whichever you want to call it. The hell's wrong with me tonight? But anyways, oh yeah, all the time. You know, lots of whites, Hispanics, blacks. Everybody's in Arizona. Everybody, every race. I work with people who. I work with someone who's Turkish. I grew up with Bosnians. I know Germans. Just everybody. They're all beautiful people. And that's how I've tried a lot of different food too. I remember growing up in Indiana, it'd be very rare to meet a Native American. Oh, that's so interesting. I grew up with them. I know plenty still. And just like I said, beautiful, great people. I had one of my best friends growing up was Native, and he would go reservation. There's a reservation in between here and Phoenix. But he would go north up to that res, and I used to tease him. He used to say he was a werewolf. I'm like, aha, I knew it, you know. So we thought at night that's what he did was transform. So it was pretty funny. The last golf course I worked on was on Tribal Land. Oh, that's interesting, Wes. Working on a golf course sounds kind of fun too, depending on what you're doing. I didn't. I mean, out here, it would mostly be casinos, maybe. But yeah, I haven't really went too far into some of them. I did up north, and it was really beautiful. Lots of trees. There was like legit forest, and then beyond the forest, you could see a casino in there, and I guess it was a good place to party too. So we lived by a golf course, and I used to watch the golfers on my breaks. They would just be out there all day, every day. Salmon or crab? Ooh, now that's a good question. Y'all are making me hungry. I'm gonna go salmon, but man, I really like crab. I really love salmon though. When my wife makes it special for me, and she gets the whole freaking salmon. Oh God, it's so good. But crab, I could eat all day too. I really could eat both all day. I love seafood. I don't love all seafood, but I love most of it. And salmon. I love oysters. Not the kind you mentioned earlier, Wes, but regular fried oysters. I like them fried. I don't really care for raw. They're good. If Eminem asked you to do a cover, you to cover a song with him, which track you choosing? So, you know, it'd be cool if I did a Beastie Boys song with Eminem, because you know they were kind of a rap, rock, metal kind of group, and be like, you know, no sleep till dun or the party song, we gotta fight for the right to party. Yep, seafood, you got it. That's my diet. If I see food, I'll eat it. It's a seafood diet. Yeah, the Beastie Boys were cool. I was really sad when the lead singer died. But I don't know how good. I mean, Eminem's great on everything. But a couple Linkin Park songs would probably be cool. Hollywood Undead. But I know he'd want to do something like 80s style. So I would say like legit Beastie Boys. He probably would really have fun doing something like that. I don't know what other rap groups we could cover. If it was his own songs, I don't really know on that either because he does a few duo songs. So I would say something from Bad Meets Evil. Uh, I mean, the song Bad Meets Evil is awesome enough, but maybe something like that. I just love when he works with him. I can't even think of his name right now. Some of my favorite Eminem songs are the Bad Meets Evil songs. They're freaking awesome. Ugh. If Eminem wanted to sing a rock song, now that would be interesting. Because I know he likes rock music. But he's not much of a singer, I'm not gonna lie. He has a very interesting voice. And when he sings, he ain't a singer. But maybe we would do something fun. Maybe a Ramon song or something like that. Something party. Or Bird is the Word. I'll have Eminem sing Bird is the Word with me. Well, everybody heard about the word. Bird, bird, bird. The bird is the word. Take it down now. Take it down now. Me and him going back and forth on that would be great. I would have so much fun on that. But, back to the Bad Meets Evil. He's said so many fucking lines on those songs that were just so good. Oh my god. Talking about going to hell and getting there and charging people or whatever and come back as a ghost and this and that. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So Eminem's cool. I wouldn't give a damn. I'd do anything he wanted. He'd be like, we're gonna sing a Sonny and Cher song. Fine. You take the lead. Because, you know, I hope he comes out with new music soon. He can just keep dropping. I don't care. I love when he does these little feats with other artists, and I get to learn about him a little bit. That's how I learned about Kid Cudi. It was their Moon Man song. I thought that was cool. And then he finally did a collab with Snoop Dogg. I like that. And then he did one with CeeLo Green, right? That was a good one. That one just came out not long ago. His Rihanna songs are good. Did a song with Beyonce. I like that one, Walk on Water. A lot of people trash that one. I don't know why. That was freaking awesome. Him rapping with that piano. And she was playing the piano too and singing it. They did a live show. And for some award thing. And I was like, oh man, that's so cool. So, I know. Hi there. Favorite D12 member besides Eminem? It's gonna be Proof. Of course it's Proof. I love Bizarre. But it's Proof. That dude had some bars. He was a freestyle champion. Eminem said one time, him and Proof, he wasn't doing it. It was just a line of dudes just trying to battle Proof, and they kept taking their turns. So sad when he passed away. That really messed him up. Be an accountant or a librarian? Well, accountants make money, but that's more work. A librarian would be cool though, but both kind of sound boring. So, I guess I'll do accountant. That way I can make some dough, work a little hard, and maybe learn something. Librarian would be cool too though. You'd learn a lot. I love the track you and Sonny made. Which track? The most recent cover I did, the unreleased one? He hasn't mixed it yet, but I'm ready, son, man. Get on that one. I don't want to spoil it, but that one was fun. My mix sounds alright, but I know you'll do it justice, so. But, yeah, if you have any requests, guys, for covers too, send it my way. I'll always cover Shady. I'll cover Logic. I'll do a little Ice Cube. I did, a Grandpa C, the Express Yourself from NWA, so, you know, I do my thing. Janitor or lawn care? Well, janitor will probably be mostly inside. I'd probably say janitor. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Work is work. Shit, I applied for janitor jobs now. But I'm also allergic to grass, so janitor for sure, as long as I don't have to cut the grass. I love all of them. Thank you, Wes. We're coming up with some cool ones, that's for sure. I know I covered Logic a long time ago, but I know I could spit that better now. C, he is talking about Wes C. But he did that one too. He's a part of it. I only know of the one that's an MP3. You mean the Wave one I sent? Completely bald or completely bald? I'll be completely bald like DJ Sunny Side Up. Fave NWA member, Easy E. That's an easy question. I do love Dre, but I love Easy E. I love the story behind Easy E. And I hate how he died. I hate that. Then the video with you with the FU on my finger. Haha. Oh, is that what? Is he talking about what, Sonny? Or is it a different one? We did a few. Next tattoo. Let's see. Yeah, I only got this one right now. I'm going to get my boo's face on my tummy. I'm going to get a self-portrait of her right here. Oh. No, I'd probably do something for my kiddos. I have an idea where I'd do like guitar picks or something, and then have their names in the guitar picks. I think that'd be neat. Bald lives matter. That's right. Yeah, sometimes I put my hair back. If I strap it back real good, and I'll be on camera, and people are like, Carol, did you cut your hair? And I'm like, no, it's right here. No, you're not. Well, fine. Cruising down the street in my 6'4". I like Easy. He's cool. Let me see if I can find another cool little picture here. I got a little left in the tank, y'all. I'm having a little bit of back problems, though. My arm is killing me. There we go. I found a good one. I found a good one here. Yeah, this will help the folks, the randoms that come in here and try to trash me. Well, you get them. You join these guys here, and you understand something, buddy. I'm just talking. Next tattoo, I was gonna get West Ween Band tattoo. Okay. Okay, I don't know what that is. Not West. Get Was Ween Band tattoo. I chickened out, so now I have no tattoos. Oh God, it's not that bad. It depends on where you get the tattoo, but it really wasn't that bad. DJ Sunny Side Up's probably gonna get a head tattoo some hair in there for him. Iced tea or orange juice? Iced tea all the way. I hate orange juice. My dad was obsessed with iced tea all my life, so I've always picked that up too. I used to just drink it like nothing. I really used to not really drink a lot of soda because he was always getting iced tea and I liked it. But my friends were all Pepsi nuts for some reason, so sometimes I get those cravings still. Sunny, and I promised to get one at 69. Well, there you go. 69.420. Yep. Tattoos aren't bad. Stoney does tattoos, so I think if I was to get another tattoo, I'd want him to do it. I want, somebody personal. Because, like, the guy who did this one, he was a cool guy, but, I don't remember his name. I don't remember nothing. He did a great job, though. So, but I'd want Stoney to give me a tattoo, or someone I know and I'm cool with. But a Stoney tattoo would be it right there. That'd be sick. I've seen some of his work. He's really good. So I think he still does them once in a while. Taint tattoo? Oh, God. Behind the knee tattoo. Now, that probably would hurt. Behind the knee, anywhere sensitive like that, that would hurt. Like, my arm was nothing. It stung towards the top near the bone, but that was it. But everybody will tell you something different about tattoos. I know that I was really freaking stressed out about it, so I did like these eye drops for CBD to keep me calm. They had the Cardinals game on, the football game, so I was watching that. And it wasn't that bad. It took like an hour or so. It wasn't that bad at all. Thank you. Behind the knee tattoo. Like, what would you even do with that? Be like, yeah, I got a tattoo. Rip up your pant leg and put your leg up real high. Yeah, look at it. That's funny. I'd do a Pokemon tattoo, but I'd want to mix it with my kiddos. I got a buddy who has some Pokemon tattoos. They're really cool. I want it to look like a Charizard is eating the chair. What the fuck? So what? His mouth is like your leg, so as you curl your leg up, it's like eating the fucking chair you're sitting on. That's kind of wild. You can do your elbow too. Favorite donut? I'd say Boston cream or those Long John ones or whatever. Those are pretty good. I didn't like the Boston creams for a long time, and then I accidentally ate one at some event, and I was like, wait, what the fuck is this? This is pretty good. So I'll eat those like hell. And then, yeah, I like the maple Long Johns. I used to eat those like hell. You have a Krispy Kreme there? Yeah, Krispy Kremes, they all shut down for like a decade, and then they started reopening up here again. I don't think there's one near us now, but when we lived in Phoenix, 2 apartments ago, there was one a few miles away. And during the holiday times, like you go early in the morning, they had special, like crazy looking design donuts. So I tried to get in line and get those for the kids, but they were sold out at 7 a.m. But the regular Krispy Kreme donuts, I could eat a dozen. Those are the best. Cream pie, oh my God. Didn't you say your daughter watching? I know she don't understand, but come on, son. Can't believe you. I've never heard of Mr. Donuts. I've had Lucky's Donuts, but I think it was just a family-owned business. And there was Rainbow Donuts. That was family-owned. They were all shit. Dunkin' Donuts sucks. We went to Dunkin' Donuts once, and it was when we had our little boy, and he was so excited to go to Dunkin' Donuts. We get there in the morning, and they said, well, we don't have any donuts today. And I'm like, what? We don't have any donuts today? What kind of place is this? Pull out Kingwick's book. Yeah, we went 4 years. We went 4 years without having another kid, so I think we did all right. It wasn't good at first, though. We popped out the first 3. Now we got baby number 4. Oh my God. Yeah, son, man, with only 1 kid, you're doing pretty good. But you know what? I'm praying you have a second kid someday. I want you to have a boy. That way you can have a little mini you, and I think that'd be funny. It'd be cool if he had an afro too, and he looked just like you when you were young. That'd be neat. But you got your little girl, and that's a blessing. Girls are tough, though. That's for sure. You gotta be sweeties with them, you know. But the boys are like, let's freaking go. Let's party. Let's get rough. Let's get crazy. Or they're like my oldest, and they're kind of a nerd. And I love that about him. He's just like a mini-me, man. We both are. One's hype as hell, the other one's chill as hell, and that's like the in-between with me. And then my daughter is just like the spitting thing of me. So, with that girly attitude, though, I don't have that. She is funny. She's pretending to be asleep right now. See? She's bad. Hey, Weather! Oh my God, thank you for coming. I gotta make you a mod, man. I know you got my back, but you don't have to mute anybody. I love the haters. So I figured out how to green screen. So when the haters come in here now, I'm gonna say, how about you be one of these? Oh, look at, there's the high token. The song I did with Q, the little symbols there. Let's see what else is here. Ooh, Cleaner Beats. Oh, I'd love to see if he came in here. Sing me a song, Dad. Yeah, I got the album tied up to my Spotify now. It's so freaking cool. Weather, you freaking rock, man. Thank you for coming. Let me share. Oh, thank you, Weather. I appreciate you. Sonny told me, he texted me this morning and said that you were reviewing some of our songs last night after I passed out. So I appreciate that, dude. You're a real one. And you should see if Sonny will ever work with you. I think you could make the perfect beat for your style. Weather's got a style where it's like, it is kind of angry and it is pretty dark, but man, he's be spitting some lyrics and bars. And I know Sonny can make pretty much a beat about anything. So maybe one day you guys can link up, or we can do a little collab or something. But I like your stuff, Weather. It's hard, man. That's good. I like hard, nasty fucking. But your rhyme schemes are great. Back in, yeah, I should listen to some more. You rock, Weather. Yeah, I've been trying to catch up on everybody's shorts. My son's on my YouTube, so I think what he does is he goes past your shorts. I know he gets stuck on Sunny sometimes, but I try to go to y'all channels and just kind of watch them one by one there. It's kind of easier for me. That way I'm like, okay, I'm looking at Weather stuff. Okay, I'm looking at Wesley stuff. All right, Sunny's posted a lot. I got to catch up on this, but Sunny posts on 3 platforms for me, so I'm always jumping from one to the other. Yeah, Weather, it'd be real cool. Like maybe we could do something like me and Sunny have a song where we're all like happy and all this and that, and then like a explosion happens and it gets all evil, and then maybe you and Grandpa C can like go back and forth on an evil part or something like that. That'd be sick. Sunny, I don't know if I know you reviewed Weather, so you probably have an idea of what he can do. He's got some killer lyrics. I was sitting there like, bro. Cadence is very interesting too. I like that. It's very good. It's not the basic ta 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 ta, you know, it's just I don't even know what you call it. Your song brings up all my numbers. I know. You did one short, Sonny, where he was like, you said some rhyme scheme, and he was just sitting there watching it, and he's just like, started repeating what you were saying. I'm like, uh-oh, uh-oh. So he likes those. Oh, thank you, Weather. I had a good time making that one. I'm trying to do more songs where I am serious and trying to inspire and motivate, show that manifestation, show these people I can make some pretty dang cool songs. And then, of course, throw it all away with crazy shit. I got to stick to what I am. So I really like the Intellite. Sonny sent that to me last year. It was in like June last year. I looked. And I held on to that beat. I'm like, this is special. He called it like a Kanye type beat or something. And I held on to it for a long, long time. And then one night I said, this is it. So that's when I started working on it. And I always hinted at Sonny, I'm like, I need to work on that Kanye beat. That one really cool one with the singing and stuff. I'd love to get down on that, but I'm just waiting because it's just so good. Kind of like the song. I'll kind of mention it here, but B to the C. We got a couple buddies from high school, me and Sonny been working with on this one song, and I heard that beat and I said, oh, this is good. I got to put this down for when I'm ready to really come up with something good. And then Superwoman, him and D-Pain, I believe, came up with together. And I heard that and I said, oh my God. And because D-Pain was on it, I jumped right on that shit. Well, yeah, I make some of my freestyle shorts like tongue twisters. He likes those a lot. He likes the tongue twisters. He likes the toys when your daughter's doing stuff with the toys. And if you do the food stuff, he might like that too. But I know he likes the tongue twister stuff and the toys. I mean, that's a given for a kid. So he's in there listening to something crazy right now. He's busy. Yo, Wes is dabbing. I don't even know how to dab, but I know how to do that emoji. That's my favorite one. I remember when dab became a thing and got popular, and I had a cousin that was just spamming it. He was always just like, huzzah! And I'm just like, okay, okay, okay. So and then I saw the Fortnite emote where you go, so I got that emote, and I had to use that a lot. But yeah, keep up those little freestyle shorts. I like the basketball ones too, Sonny, obviously. I like the last one you made though. You used Into Light on that basketball one, and you're like, sometimes you miss, sometimes you hit it just perfect, and then you swished it. Then that Alex McDonald is like, dang, who taught you how to shoot? And I'm like, yeah. So I also liked the video you did with all your different layup packages or whatever you called it. I thought that was funny. You were sitting there like behind the back, woo, and this and that, woo. I was like, damn, son, man, you got energy. Thanks again for letting me be a part of your old homies project. You rock, man. I mean, that thing is turning out great, and they're being pretty darn cool to work with on it too. So that'll be coming around the corner. I've been wanting to work on my speed, but cleaning off of drugs altogether is gonna be hard. I might come out to freestyle sooner or later, but privacy has been a bitch lately. I mean, I got 3 kids, man, and they're very demanding of dad and mom, very demanding of both of us. You just gotta make time, and you just gotta work with them and talk with them. And it ain't always about speed. I mean, a lot of my songs, I've tried to have a good cadence on there. I try to do something different. I try to do me. This last song I came up with, I was like, I got to spit some bars and so I can go rap God. It's just what you want to do. And you rap at a pretty quick cadence anyways. You just kind of switch it up. And I like it though. It sounds good. You still want folks to know what you're saying. That's why Eminem is also the GOAT. Because when he does those fast raps and he's like, hi, some of them are coming in, you know what he's saying on those songs. And like with the Busta Rhymes song, I Look at Me Now. It took me a few times, but he kind of repeats some of the same words over and over again. And I'm not trying to rip him up. I love the guy. But it's all about the creativity and the lyrics and that flow as well. And if you're just going to sit there and just keep spitting and every other word is what or something, not a good word, doesn't show your creative side. That's why when Rap God came out, I wasn't too into it, but I was like, damn, I know what he's saying, and he's saying all kinds of different things, It wasn't the same word on repeat. I look forward to more of your rock, see? Yeah, I'll come out with some rock. I got some of them beats in there. Love to get my guitar out eventually and send Sonny some guitar riffs and solos. I think that would be really neat. Yeah, Weatherman, you inspired me to make that rap rock beat for C yesterday. That's a good beat, too. I listened to that earlier. I said, oh. So I got to think of something cool on it. I know I want to do something for our boy D-Pain. I've been showing Stony, and I always show you love, Sonny, and I do show D-Pain love, but I need to do a little something for him. I'm always teasing him in songs and calling him out songs and stuff. I need to show him he's freaking awesome. He's a genius. When he gets that pen and paper going, man, D-Pain can write. It's interesting. And then sometimes I'll hear like an older song, like he shared stuff with me recently from a few years ago, when he was like hanging out with different people and going to car shows, and they were playing his music on the videos, and I was sitting there listening like, this dude always had it. He's a lyricist at heart. Rapping with the pencil in my mouth has helped a lot with fast rap. So what do you mean with the pencil in your mouth? Like sticking out to the side or like this, like oh, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I do a lot of practicing where I'm like I try to think of different parts of the alphabet and try to mix the letters together and just try to work on my mouth doing those different things. So that kind of helped me get through that fast song, but it was also hot as hell, so I was having to take breaks in it, and that definitely helped. I try to help y'all grow. That's what it's all about, man. We got you, Weather. So I want to get you on my show. I'm going to show you what it's all about. D is a freaking genius. Yeah, D-Pain, he's a nutty man, but he's freaking awesome. He gets in the zone. D-Pain made me the vocal artist I am. He did. He ghostwrites for you and drops nonstop. It's awesome. I remember just popping in your live, and then it would be like 10 freaking things in a row of D-Pain just spitting verses. And I'm like, yo, D-Pain. And then he's still going, and then he acknowledges me when he gets out the zone. You bite down on the pencil. That's what Busta Rhymes does. Helps with the lip movement. I'm gonna have to look that up, Weather. Can you send me something like on a what is it, Discord or something? Show me what you mean by that. That's very interesting. He bites down on the pencil. So he like bites it at the teeth and then goes for it. Yeah, I gotta see what that is. He's coming to town. I'd love to see him. He's cool, man. He doesn't use the pencil live. I've seen him do it live, but probably when he was working on learning it. Oh, see, you made me the producer I am. Well, you made me the artist I am, Sonny. I didn't have much until you, brah. And I love you, man. You rock. Hey, the album C Word. Looking forward to it. Ooh, C Word. Wait. Hey, that's kind of interesting. I like that. Cool, man. Yeah, send it. I'm interested in that. That seems just like something cool. Maybe I'll try it. Shoot. Definitely took a few tries, but it's all good. It's all good. Weather, they were asking me a lot of wild questions earlier, so if you have any questions for me, feel free to ask them. You know, I mean, nothing was music related, I'll say that, that's for sure. It was all silly questions, but interesting ones, you know. But if you ever got anything, let me know on that Busta. I gotta see that. That's interesting. I mean, that's probably close to Snoop Dogg. He probably raps with a blunt in his mouth the whole time. Yeah, C Word. I had C Step. C Step's actually been moving a bit. I can't recall what I saw on it, but it was one of my top trending songs right now. My questions are filtered. You didn't see what they were asking earlier, Weather. They were asking some questions. Then my wife jumps in here and starts helping them. Favorite riff to play on the guitar? C Word would be a great album for you. That is cool. That's a good idea. We'd have to incorporate it to make it. I'm thinking of like the art for it. That's interesting. Write that one down, Sonny. Write C Word down. Favorite riff to play on guitar? Probably anything Led Zeppelin. Heartbreaker, probably. I really like playing that one. If anything, I've always liked playing Metallica. That's always been my favorite. A lot of the Van Halen riffs I really enjoy. Power chord songs are power chord songs, but songs where you actually go in there and play them. Like I used to just play Master of Puppets at least once a day and stay on top of it. And I really enjoyed the part where it breaks down to doon 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 doon. Oh, and Call of Cthulhu by Metallica. Call of Cthulhu by Metallica is probably my favorite. That's the best. But other than that, probably some Led Zepp. This is a rare thing to have C on alive. Thanks for doing this. Well, I had to get something going tonight, so thank you all for being here and supporting me. I mean, that's awesome. I was so wiped out from the entire day, and I fell asleep. And I got up and did a few things, and then I said, I gotta do something tonight. And I had my Switch earlier. I didn't last long. I think I was doing more harm than good, so I just turned that off right away. So you guys I didn't think y'all would keep me this busy. So I really appreciate you guys. So I would like to do a concert soon, though. It is cooling down a lot. So I'd like to do something soon, very soon. If you were Single, would you have sex with a midget? Midget spinner, oh my god. Uh, I'm gonna say no. What the fuck, but I like that question. Oh, Jesus Christ. Right, you should live stream more. I'll try. I think it's a good thing to get out of your comfort zone and, try to do different things. So I thought I'd do a little Q&A and at least have one mod in here and pray one of y'all would show up because, them haters pop on in. And I just start making fun of them. So back rubs from Diddy or R. Kelly. Well, be freaking Diddy. I don't want neither touching me, but he gave you the answer. I'm the same way. I invite trolls and the haters. If they have time to hate, then I must be special to them. Right. They ain't doing nothing better with their time. They probably sitting on the toilet. They probably wanking it to different shorts. They probably doing something. I don't know. But they're always going to be there. And most of the time, a lot of the time, sometimes they'll think you're funny for making fun of them and become a fan. I remember one guy was really ripping at one of my videos or something like that. And I said something smart ass to him, but he thought it was funny. And he's like, you know what? I watched some of your other videos and you're pretty cool. And he subbed me. He's like, I'll be one of your fans. I don't remember who it was, but yeah, I got Grandpa C on standby always. Duh. Michael Jackson or Diddy? I choose Michael because I would at least be able to ride the Ferris wheel. That was a fun. That was funny weather. I would choose Michael Jackson. Truth be told, I think he was innocent in a way. I don't think what he was doing was right, but I don't think he was like a sexually active person. I really don't. I think with him growing up as a Jehovah Witness, I think, well, there's theories about his dad kind of passing him and his brothers around to talent managers, if you know what I mean, passing around. So I don't think he didn't have a childhood. He might have had a few mental problems too. But I heard that you piss him off, he puts on a deep voice and whips some ass. Apparently he kicked Tupac's ass. But I think Michael was all right. I think he just had some mental issues, just because of the way he grew up and probably the terrible things that happened to him. But I don't think he was molested no kids. I mean, there's some weird shit though. I'm not gonna say it's guaranteed. They had a little secret room in his bedroom and took him a while to break into, and there were some tunnels, so I don't know. But I'll take my chances with Michael. And yeah, you get to ride the Ferris wheel, pet his animals. You get to pet his monkey too, if he likes you. Would you rather have a guitar that sounded like a tuba or a tuba that sounded like a guitar? Fun fact, my dad had a guitar. It was a regular Fender Strat, but he had effects in it and he could run it through and he could make it sound like anything, any other instrument or people talking and stuff. I don't know what happened to that, but that was sick. So I think I'll take the guitar that sounds like a tuba because I can't play the tuba, so I can play guitar though. I'm not good at the woodwinds or the brass. Justin Bieber or Justin Timberlake? I can't stand neither of them. If I'm being honest, I can't stand neither. I'd probably take Timberlake. I think I like Timberlake's voice more. Them as people, I'm not a fan of either. I'm not a fan of their music, but I'd say Timberlake, I like his voice more. He does. They both have good voices. Justin has a good voice. Eminem, thanks for coming in. At LeBron, when you paying my child support? Oh, y'all broke up? Oh my God. Yeah, I think all the surgeries he had, medications, probably took his sexual drive. I think they killed him. Oh, they did kill him. That's why the dude went to prison, but he didn't get enough punishment. It's kind of wild. There's a lot of theories on Michael Jackson because when I heard all the things come out, it made me really sad. When he died, I was really sad still, though. But, getting older and start to look into the conspiracies behind him, I really think Michael was innocent. And the other thing about Michael Jackson is those kids are grown-ups now, and they came out and said they lied. A lot of the kids said they lied in court. I think he was all right. And that McCulkin kid, the famous movie star from Home Alone, he said Michael never, ever, ever, and it pissed him the fuck off. So, but yeah, them going and sleeping in his bedroom, and I don't know, but those parents should have did a better job for sure. That's honestly a big thing. And always was little boys and never little girls, I don't think either. So that's the other thing. If he was just being a kid, I think it would be boys and girls. I mean, if people sent their kids to go, girls to go live with R. Kelly and all that with P. Diddy, I don't know. But Michael Jackson was a genius at music. I don't know how many instruments he could play, but he knew how to ensemble songs, and I've seen a lot of the back stuff on him getting songs together and singing and coming up with parts. Just a freaking genius. One of the best voices ever. Trip to Wyoming or Washington? I have some cool friends in Washington, so I'd go to Washington. And Seattle, gotta go check out Seattle. I love the grunge scene. I'm a big Nirvana fan when I was growing up. And Jimi Hendrix is buried there. I'd love to see his grave. There's a lot of things in Seattle I'd like to see. So, Wyoming, it'd probably be relaxing though, but it'd be Washington. Favorite track of yours? I'm not good at song titles, but you did one not too long ago. It was probably, I haven't seen anything today, but one of the, I like that Alice in Wonderland kind of one you did. That one was pretty damn sick. And now they got Alice in Wonderland. Hey, I can help you out, Weather. I can help you out. They're coming out with the Alice in Wonderland golf course in the game that me and my dad play, the VR one. Maybe I could throw your track on there. Or I can give you the footage and you can have it and you can make your own thing with it. And I can like fly around the level and something like that. Maybe you can green screen yourself. I can do that for you, man. So I like stuff like that. I mean, obviously, because Sonny and I make fun of everything. But I really like what you do, man. I've watched a lot of your shorts. You got some bars, I'm telling you. You got to keep pushing, keep releasing songs, get on more platforms and try to post every day if you can. And if like you're too busy one day, you're like, oh, this Tuesday I'm gonna have no private time, but on Wednesday I'm gonna have all the private time. Do enough videos to last you for a few days, and then just post them gradually, and see what happens. I know you can build it up, Weather. You got a good voice, you got a good sound, and maybe Sonny, you and I can work on something, and that'd be pretty cool. Maybe we can do like a metal rap song. He's gonna say Wyoming. Wyoming looks better view for scenery. I know that it's pretty, but I think it's gonna be Washington. I ain't no heroin man. I ain't no party animal, but just the history that I'm interested in with Washington, I'd love to see. But if I was going for like a cabin, horsebacks, just chill, beautiful sceneries, Wyoming, hands down. But I got to check out that grunge scene. There's so much that came out of Seattle. And maybe I'll see some Seattle Supersonics stuff. I like the Seattle Supersonics. I wish they didn't disband that team. That's so crazy. Sold them to the damn Oklahoma City Thunder. Who the hell likes Oklahoma City? Hollywood also attacked him hella. He went against their contracts. Yep, you get blacklisted and everything goes wrong if you're in Hollywood and you start spitting the truth. And Michael Jackson was spitting some truth, and they couldn't handle it. And how confident Michael Jackson was, like even when he was older, and there was kids around him and stuff. Nobody was like, stop this man and all this and that. I think if he was really doing something wrong, it would have stopped a lot sooner than anything, even with this stardom, because it all came to life. There's people who still worship R. Kelly, but come on now. Once that shit started dropping, people were like, And this was before cancel culture. This guy skipping Wyoming? Well, maybe there's something about Wyoming I don't know. But I've always wanted to go to Seattle. Seattle and New York have always been on my bucket list, like legit those two. I'm sure other places, of course, like Japan and out, but as for stuff in the USA, Seattle is one of them. I really want to see Seattle. So, I hope one day I do. My favorite Disney movie. I like The Lion King, and I'm not just saying that because my lady. Do Pixar movies count? I like Pixar. Pixar's kind of branches with Disney, right? There's a lot of Pixar movies I really like. But I'd have to think, but I do like Lion King. I did watch that a lot as a kid. But I like a lot of Pixar movies. I love Toy Story. I loved Finding Nemo. Now Star Wars is owned by Disney, so I don't like it anymore. They ruined it. ESPN's ran by Disney too, so I could just say NBA. What's that? Boo, what's my favorite Disney movie? I don't even know. I think it'd be Lion King. Because I watched that one a lot. But you watched it the most. Alright, let's see. Have you ever been to Disneyland? Yes, I've been to both Disneyland and Disney World. I've been to Disneyland 2 times that I can remember. Maybe 3, but I know for sure 2. I think I was a real little baby one time I went. I went to Disney World in my early 20s with my cousins. And Disney World was pretty damn amazing. I would pick Disney World over Land any day of the week. I don't care what anybody says about the nostalgia. None of that. If I can go to Disney World and go to all the parks, Disney World. Disney World. I like Florida too. I've only been to 4 states, technically, unless you count my quick stop in Houston. But Disney World. I really like Disney World. Hey, bet, I'll hop on an Alice track with you. I got another Alice in my life. Oh yeah, there you go. Let's do it. And, yeah, the golf game is really neat. I don't know when I keep forgetting to check when it drops, but it has to be soon. They've been getting popular, so they keep dropping DLC, and it's only $3 for a new course. It's like there's an Elvis course on there. There's all kinds of video game one where you go into a video game and stuff. I posted some of it. The last one they dropped was a Japan one, and I love that one, of course, with all the cats and shit. $3 a course, and me and my dad played the shit out of it. Absolute shit. The way I see the no privacy thing, it gives me more time to write, and that's why I want to come out with another freestyle. Yeah, do some acapella. It doesn't even have to be a freestyle. Do something acapella. Do something simple. Freaking hit the ground, tap your foot, slap something on the table, and just start busting bars. I'm Weatherman, and I'm your main man. Yeah, I'm insane. I got full brain. I don't know anymore. I'm a whooping crane. I'm a whoop your ass. Cause I'm the main character man. To the mass. You can come up with something like that. But, you know, you don't even have to freestyle it. Unless you're a good freestyler. Hell yeah. Only my grandpa can freestyle. I can't freestyle as good as him. Would you give Sonny your hair? Yeah. Yeah, of course. He could have long, straight hair instead of an afro. That would be a different look on him. I did a bald filter and was teasing him the other night. I was bored on TikTok. I'm like, do they still have filters on here? And they took my favorite one away, where I put the eyes and mouth on everything. But they had a bald filter and it had the sides like this. I'm like, look, I'm Sonny. Oh my god. And I did the weirdest face I could. Sent it to him and the team. Maybe I should do that. We'll do like a song like we fused, Sonny. And then I'll use that picture for the cover. Dingleberries included. You are a dingleberry. Monsters Inc. is low-key about adrenochrome. That was my favorite till I looked up into that conspiracy. I've heard about that conspiracy. I've heard a lot about it, actually. There's a few things that they have tied with Monsters Inc. But honestly, yeah, if that's Disney, then that's probably my favorite movie then, actually. So you called it out. I wasn't even thinking of that. I liked the Monster University, too. That was alright. That was kind of a cute little movie, but that first one was awesome. I loved that movie so much. I liked a lot of the monsters in there. Some of them I wish were Pokemon that I could catch in the Pokemon games, you know? Also, I remember I liked Aladdin a lot. Probably because of, what's his name being the genie. That was Robin Williams. That was so cool. That was a good one. And then, I remember watching Land Before Time, but that's not Disney. I watched a lot of Pixar. WALL-E's a good Pixar movie. Wow! So, I like that one a lot. I really liked Finding Nemo. I used to watch that a lot, and I was a little older, and I liked Finding Nemo. Just, I don't know. Look at my playlist. Project Free Verse Freestyle Series. Oh, well, there you go. You could keep building up on that. One thing I'll say, Weather, is always look to try new things too. You never know what's gonna work. Just like the other week, I started doing random food reviews, and I'm getting almost 1,000 a video. And all I'm doing is eating weird shit, random shit, or my kids' snacks. See, you want to tell Weatherman your competition idea? Yeah, that's a good idea, son, man. So I've been when sometimes when I drive around and I can't type or write things down, I'll send Sonny voice messages with ideas, and I'll be like, all right, idea number one. So today I told him my idea, which I wanted to tell him the other day, but I forget a lot. But I'm thinking on like doing a contest to where I hit up, say, hey, if you are a rapper, singer, any kind of music artist, you could even play an instrument. Do a little acapella or acoustic or something like that, and I'll let the people vote. And the winner can be on a collab with me and DJ Sunny Side Up as the producer. So, but I'm working with people regardless. But maybe this will get us out there, and some new people might come by and want in. Maybe some people I never collabed with before will come in, and let the people decide. Because I was telling Sunny, I'm like, it would be hard because I play favorites. I'd be like, oh shit, there's Wes. I want to do a song, make Wes sing on a song. That'd be funny, something like that. But more details to come. It's just an idea for now, and we're trying to come up with, So that might bring something and bring some light and motivation to some folks. Is your breastfeeding lady live? Oh, she done breastfeeding. So that'd be cool, Weatherman, if you got into that. But either way, I'd like to do a collab with you. I think we could come up with something real spooky and cool. I look like Walter White when I'm bald. Hey, there ain't nothing wrong with that. The chicks love Bryan Cranston, that's for sure. But he's one of my favorite actors. I love Bryan Cranston. I grew up on Malcolm in the Middle, and when Breaking Bad came out, I'm like, what is this shit? What are they doing with my guy, man? What the hell? And I watched it, I'm like, he's all serious. This ain't good. Boy, was I wrong. I sat down and watched that show one day. I think my parents started it, and they were like, Harold, watch it. Please, God, watch it. And I was just sitting there, just jaw dropped. And I was laughing still, even though he was serious. He's freaking awesome. And then he was the judge in that one show, Your Honor. That's a good one. His son is driving a car and kills some kid on a bike or something. And so his dad's trying to help him cover it up, and he's a judge. Yeah, Bryan Cranston is a GOAT actor. I think he's the highest paid actor, too, right now. Which is awesome. Pokemon Go. I play Pokemon Go. I still kind of play it here and there. I got a lot of them on there. I got some powerful dudes. I got a shiny Dragonite that'll wreck everything, and he's only like my 6th strongest Pokemon, so... This message is for D-Pain. What are you doing? Oh my god, I heard that earlier. I like when you do that. That dude's asleep. I think he takes a day where he's awake, and then the next day he sleeps the entire day. Have you seen the cartoon Little Nemo with the kid on the flying bed? That sounds familiar. I think I watched that in school. And it's like he's kind of like in a dream, surfing around on his bed or whatever. You accept the challenge. All right. So Sonny, we gotta come up with this. We gotta get it on our board. Hey. So that'd be cool. I want to see who'd jump in there. Maybe we'd see some old names. Maybe we'd see some new names. And then we'll figure out like a poll voting system and see who the winner is. We've got to figure out some rounds. Maybe the rounds would be dependent on how many people would submit, but we could promote it for like maybe a month or so and just keep getting it out there and get signups. Maybe Sonny could do a Google form for me and help me out. Folks can sign up on there maybe, or maybe through email. But it'd be a cool, innovative idea. Jump on it anyways, whether even if we do a collab. Because maybe we'll have some twist to it. So, we'll do something for us, something spooky and scary, but maybe for this, it'll be a different type of music. I'll try to get you out of your comfort zone. I don't know. We're still figuring it out. I just mentioned it a few hours ago to him, right before I went live. See, did you know Weatherman's name is Trey? What? Weatherman? What is your full name? Well, you don't have to put your last name, but what's your first name? Because my baby boy, his name's Atreus, but we call him Trey or Trey. And he'll say, Trey, 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 you know, he knows his name. He'll be like, Trey, Trey is sad, and all this and that. He talks in third person sometimes. It's so freaking cute. I love my little baby. No, I did not know his name was Trey. Yes, sir, the Dream World. So that was the one where he's riding on the bed. I swear I seen that in school. What about that like Nickelodeon short where the painter guy jumps out and starts painting the canvas or whatever and it's all trippy? Yeah. Cake or ice cream? Ice cream. I love ice cream. I'm a big ice cream person. I almost got some tonight, but I resisted it. It's really hard to resist. Trazen. Trayson. Ah, I was gonna be named Atreyu from the movie The Neverending Story. Atreyu! Oh, that's sick. I like your name. That's a really cool name. Trayson. I like that. Where'd you come up with Weatherman? AKA Breaking Bad. I like that. You have a really neat name. Atreyu would have been cool too. I seen the band Atreyu. Have you ever heard of the band Atreyu? I guess the lead singer is cousins with Bon Jovi, so they do Bon Jovi covers, but I seen them live a few times. Those guys are good. I guess they just broke up though, like literally a few days ago. That's kind of weird. You tried ice cream cake? Ice cream cake's my favorite. That's what I want for my birthday. It's ice cream cake, Oreo ice cream cake to be specific, but as long as there's fudge involved and anything wonderful and nasty in that cake, I'll eat it. Ice cream's the best. Breaking Bad is from his brittle bone condition. So what does that mean? Does it mean like you don't have a lot of vitamin D in you or whichever, so you can break a bone a little bit easier? Or I'm just curious. I've heard of something, and I don't know if it was a person or what, but they called him like paper skin or something like that, because I'm not thinking of SpongeBob either with the guy. He's like, I fall over and I break my entire spine. But like someone literally has a condition, like if they trip and fall, they're breaking a bone. They run into a wall, they're breaking a bone. I have. The band is pretty good, and thanks, man. And Weatherman I got because it storms whenever I travel, and because the storms make me hurt. No, he was born with that. So that's what he's saying. So when you have more weather and that pressure in the air, it makes your bones hurt. Is that what you're pretty much saying you have? And the weather travels with you. That's interesting. I have osteogenesis imperfecta, brittle bone disorder. If you have seen the movie and break. Okay, so that's what I'm thinking of then. Oh man. So do you have to like do certain things differently to make sure like you don't get hurt? Or is it somewhat like inevitable, or have you gotten better with it over time? I didn't know that. That's so interesting. I got scoliosis. That's why y'all see me doing this, because I've been bent over looking at y'all, and it's been hurting. It's been hurting real bad. I've been driving around for days and days and days. Breaking Bad is also my alter ego demon. Oh, like my Grandpa C. Okay. So that's your Slim Shady. Alright, y'all. It is getting a little late. I'm gonna say you're a silly little boy. So I'd say I'm gonna stay up on here about 10 more minutes, and then I'm gonna try to lay down. I need to get my back lined up again or something. I'm about to lay on the floor. But that's what bad posture gets you. I've been trying to fix it. Like when I drive, I try to keep my head back and drive like this now, but I don't do a good job. I always end up leaning forward and messing myself up. Moth. Is that what your little girl wants me to say? Moth. Good Metallica song is Moth into the Flame, by the way. That's awesome. Okay, I'm getting it, Weather. I'm getting it. That's cool. I like that. Fishes. Fishy fishes. Fishy, fishy, fishy. That's one of my favorite things with D-Pain. Oh my god. What was his name? Freestyler or whatever? Oh my god. He was sitting there calling D-Pain fishy. I have 2 of the worst types of osteogenesis protector short for OI. I should be 3 feet tall, but I'm 5'8". I should also be deformed and not walking. I lost count of how many bones I've broken. Wow. I've proved all the doctors wrong. Hell yeah, because what did doctors know except, what can we give them to keep them coming back to get money? Doesn't seem like, healthcare has always been that great, especially in our era. Maybe our parents' things were better. But our era, it's nickel and dime. I seen a new doctor not long ago, and Did blood tests, and those aren't going to lie to me. And from what I've taken from those blood tests, I've been doing a lot better. But otherwise, my wife was yelling at me. I seen the same doctor for 12 years, and I had all these stomach problems. And he just kept coming up with shit, and I'm sitting there taking medicine, and it was messing me up. It's all a ploy. It's all about money. And that's cool, man. Yeah, I'm 6 foot tall, so damn, if you'd have been 3 foot, that would have sucked. But then you could have did your midget porn, like you were saying earlier. There's a demand, I think. So that's cool, man. But man, is there a bone you haven't broken? That's probably the question. Exactly. I'm very humble. The doctors say it's the medicine, but I believe it's God helping me out. It is God, man. It is God and being a good soul and taking care of yourself. That's fucking crazy. I've never broken a bone. I've had some real bad sprains and I've pulled some muscles. I've pulled them bad. But I've never, luckily, knock on wood, I never break a bone. That just sounds like the worst thing in the world. I'm fucking terrified of that, to be honest. So you're tough as hell, Weather. That means you can put up a fight. Small lives matter. How about all lives matter? Yeah. The cats to the dogs to the humans to the aliens. I'm the smallest one here. Pigeon. Pigeon. Bird. All girth. Yeah, Sonny. How tall are you? What, 4'11"? Let's see. I think, yeah, and height wise, from what y'all were saying, of our team, the Four Horsemen, I think it'd be Sonny, because you're what, 5'5"? And then D-Pain is like 5'6", and Stoney's like 5'10", and I'm 6 foot. So, but when I meet y'all, we're just gonna get in a big old bear hug and just hug. Just hug. We're gonna hug and then get the baby oil out. It's gonna be a great time. Our wives are gonna be pissed. My bones won't just break too, they will shatter. Ooh. I know what you're talking about with that movie also. I did see that. I think I saw that in school also. My wife mentioned it not that long ago. You're 5'7", so... Oh, I think you're taller than D-Pain then. I'd have to reconfirm with D-Pain. But I saw that car show video, and he was barely coming up at the top of the cars, and there were lowriders. I'm like, oh, D-Pain. D's 5'8"? Okay. So you just gotta wear some tall stiletto shoes, and you'll pass them up. Yeah, shattering bones, that sounds worse than break. That sounds horrifying. Oh, crap. I don't even want to think about that. I was at work today and they were talking about their kid and having a bone, like get hurt playing a sport and having a bone stick out and how they dealt with that. And I'm like, please stop talking about this. But it was my bosses, so I couldn't tell them to stop. I'm like, that shit freaks me out. Wait, I'm taller than you, Sonny? I gotta fix the WWE stats for us then. That's awesome. You should make Sonny like super short and super buff. That'd be funny. Brother Maine, just don't make the black men die first again. Oh my god. There ain't no dying in WWE. Well, can't say there ain't no dying because, Bret Hart, Eddie Guerrero, Chris Benoit. And I think another guy actually died in the ring too. I'm just not thinking of who it is, but I know Bret Hart did. That was crazy. I can't think of who else it was. Here's a quiz question. Who died in the WWE rings, or WWF, or WCW? Be right back. Alright, I got about 6 minutes left, so I hope to see you one more time, Weatherman. If not, I'll be talking to you tomorrow. I'm keeping an eye out for you now like this. Ooh, where's Weatherman at? Ooh. Weatherman just, nah. He's like, I'll be right back. I gotta fix the height. Now, make Sonny like 5 foot and like super fucking buff. That'd be funny as hell. In the basketball game, I had D-Pain as a small forward, Stoney as a center, and Sonny as a point guard. And I always do point guard for myself. Well, at least for when I was doing that. I thought it made sense. And then I was doing a league where it was in the 70s. And I had D-Pain on the 70s Suns. And he was the power forward. That was funny as hell. But at first he was crap. And I was like, I gotta adjust the stats. And I was like, it's okay, D-Pain, I'll fix it. So I had him as a real good go inside kind of scorer guy. And then I think I switched him to small forward, but I'm pretty sure he ran the 4 as a power forward. And gave him kind of like a Charles Barkley build. So he was focused on rebounding and scoring inside and middies. So they don't really have power forwards like that anymore. They don't exist. All the power forward now is just kind of heave 3-pointers, It's kind kind of sad. Wish the Suns could secure a damn power forward. We ain't got nothing. Oh, and I play point. I always like playing point. Sometimes in 2K, though, I'll do my career and have a center and do the biggest and craziest looking center I can. But most of the time, I just do point guard. But then I learned that if you want to be broken online, which I don't care to play online, I get too competitive. I'll do like a small forward build and just have them dunk like a motherfucker. One of the 2Ks, they had a mode where you can jump on trampolines. There was a trampoline mode. So I made a special build for that. I think it was a shooting guard or small forward. I mean, shooting guard works too, you know, if you build it like Jordan or Clyde Drexler or like Sonny mentioned earlier, what's his name? It kind of worked out. So doing those trampoline games, those were fun. Because when I was with the point guard, they were just knocking me down, but I was icing them three-pointers. But yeah, I switched over and I started making a build where I just run inside and dunk, doing that trampoline mode. It was wonderful. And as far as WWE games go, I haven't played one of those in forever. I know there was a break for a few years where they didn't have any games, but 2K8 or 9 was one of my last ones. It was on PS2. I might have played one of the last ones on PS3 though. I don't remember. But I used to play them on 64. I remember I went to this local game shop and I was a kid. And I guess my life stopped and came back. I don't know what happened, so I lost my timer. Um, but I got this Super Nintendo one, and it was a WrestleMania one or something. It was different. And I bought it, and I brought it home, and it didn't work right, like at all. Like the game did not work. And this is when newer systems were out too. My mom got all mad. She took me back and got me to refund my game, and I was sitting there all sad. But most of those old school games are fun, especially the ones on 64, and it wasn't No Mercy and Backlash. There was another one on 64. They were good. I think my favorite wrestling game, though, and I don't remember the name of it, but maybe I can describe it and you all will know. But I had it on GameCube. And what was fun about it is there was a story mode that was a little different than the other games back then. But like there was a backstage part, and you would go through the backstage of the wrestling arena, and you just beat the shit out of each other with anything on that. But I remember on that game, Rey Mysterio was my main. So if I played with my friends, I would be Rey Mysterio. And he had that spin kick. I would just spam the shit out of that, and he had a lock or something. So I'd continuously do the spin kick at him and then get him in a lock. That game was so much fun. Hey, here's another one for you. There was a WWE, I think it was called Superstars or something like that. But it was like Twisted Metal. And that was on, I played that on GameCube. And like all the wrestlers had their own car. And you would drive around and shoot each other like Twisted Metal. And I played the crap out of that one. I think Stone Cold Steve Austin's car was my favorite. But it wasn't a beer truck, it was a milk truck. I know that because they had to make it PG. You remember that in the old wrestling games? It was all milk truck stuff, but in real life it was all beer stuff. So that was kind of funny. I think actually in the WWE at one point he did bring in a milk truck or something. I don't know why. Maybe it was that or what. But alright, y'all. I'm gonna start working my way off of here. I gotta get to bed. I got a good nap in me. Y'all are wonderful. Thank you for making this such a fun live. Have you ever watched a live? Oh, I'll answer your question, Sonny. I have. I went to SmackDown Live. I was probably 21 or 22. I had a coworker who had suite tickets, and she had extra suite tickets. I don't even think she went. I think she just gave them to me. And I sat in there with, I assume, her family or friends or something. They didn't matter. I was hype. They had an open bar, and I was drinking everything. They had every type of food and cake and ice cream, and they had nachos. I remember pouring that on the popcorn and then eating like hot dogs. I was eating everything. I had so much fun. They had a quick match because it wasn't like live WWE like you see on TV. It was like a tour thing. I really never heard of that until I seen it. And John Cena and Randy Orton fought, but they fought for like 30 seconds. It wasn't on TV. It was real cool though. I would do that again. I remember I bought a championship belt. I was really drunk. And it ended, and I went up to the merch line. I skipped the line. I had a 20 in my hand. I'm like, give me the champ belt, and they just gave it to me. with the 20, and I skipped the line and I walked out with it. And my buddy drove us home, and I was leaning out the car and I was yelling at all the homeless people, "The champ is here," and all this and that. Good times. And that's when I was out of wrestling, but I was excited to go, and shit, John Cena and Randy Orton were there. And I was in that suite. It was at where the Phoenix Suns play. And I got wasted. I was wasted. It was such a great time. That was one of the best live events I've ever went to. Nitro Circus was another hidden gem one too. If you ever heard of Nitro Circus. Stick glue or regular glue? I'm gonna say regular glue. Stick glue don't work. Used to piss me off as a kid when I do art projects and nothing would stick. Will you ever live game again? If I can get my PlayStation 5 fixed, I'd be happily do it going live because I didn't get to finish any of those games. The High on Life game was wonderful, and I have so many RPGs now, but with it not working, Fortnite was fun to go on live, but everybody does that. But now it's just a struggle. I have to use remote play in order to use my PlayStation, and it takes up a lot of bandwidth in itself. So to go live and do it with the portal, that's the only way I can do it. So, how are the Suns looking this year? I can't really say, but we traded Kevin Durant for a dude who wears black nail polish and yells at his wife and calls her a bitch in public. All crazy. I don't know if we're gonna do very good this year, but I'll be watching. I'll watch every game. I'm hopeful. How many hours of sleep you need? I don't get enough. So I only got like three, or no, I probably got 4 or 5 last night, and I'm hoping to get more tonight. So we'll see what's up. I'm about to go to bed right now, that's for sure. And I never nap either, so the fact I napped today, my body told me it was time to go on down and take care of myself. My favorite number is 4 because I'm the fourth in the fam, but I always say 7 as well, just because 7 seems to be that number with everything. A lot of things line up to 7, so that's just one of my conspiracies, though. But it isn't really my favorite number. 4 is. River or lake? I'd say river. I've had fun at both, but I've caught more fish at rivers, and I like to fish more that I caught at rivers, like taste wise, and I had better luck. I love walking down them and trying to cross to the other side. It's Arizona. We don't have no big, vast rivers. But we have some nice ones out here, and it's usually a lot of trees and very pretty. So, Charles Barkley, Shut Up and Jam. Collab with Young or Freestyler? Young. Clip it. Young. I don't ever really want to work with Freestyler, so that dude's crazy. He's too crazy for me. And that's saying a lot if I'm saying somebody's too crazy for me. I haven't seen him in a long time, a very long time. I think my grandpa C got him. Ryu or Ken? I'd probably do Ryu, but honestly, when it comes to things like Smash Bros. And stuff, a lot of their movesets are the same. I mean, they're both good. I can use both. I'm good at Street Fighter. Leaves crunching or ice crunching? I'm gonna say leaves because I live in Arizona and we got palm trees, cactuses or cacti, bushes. We got some pine trees and stuff, but not a lot of leaves. So I'm gonna go with the more rare thing, leaves. We don't got ice either, but and when I think of ice, I think about going to Sonic and get a cup of ice and snacking on that. So I know my lady likes to do that. So, all right, y'all. Well, I think this is time. Let's see what time it is here. Oh my God, it's almost midnight. Oh Lord. Well, y'all, I'm gonna head to bed. Thank y'all so much, Sunman and Weather. Wes was in here earlier. All my beautiful haters were in here. It was cool. Young was in here for a sec, so I appreciate him. And I already kind of collabed with Young. I gave him something fun, so open bar, let's go. Oh yeah, when they said, yeah, you can just drink and eat. Said comes with the suite. I was Bacardi, Jack, every fucking liquor they had. I had a shot of it, and I was eating nonstop. I would go again, especially it was a free. I got someone gave me tickets, so I got to go get fucked up and eat like crazy for free. There was kids in that suite too, and like their parents and stuff, and they had like chairs there where you can sit. You can see it on the Suns games, but I was just screaming. I was having the time of my fucking life. I had everybody rolling laughing. I was going crazy. And when John Cena came out, I think that's when I lost my voice because I was like, holy shit. Because I didn't know a lot of the other wrestlers because fell off out of it. And I was all excited for John Cena. Then Randy Orton came out, and I love Randy Orton too. That dude was fucking crazy when he'd sit there and go like this, and then he'd run at the guy and do the RKO. I was like, oh, hell yeah. That was so neat. So, but I wish I could have seen The Undertaker or The Big Show. You know, a lot of those guys in their prime. I don't know about The Rock anymore. He's kind of a jerk, so. But back then, I would have loved to seen The Rock. I loved Kane. Kane was awesome. Mankind. He had, what, 3, 4 different personalities. Cactus Jack, Mankind, and I can't remember. He had Mr. Sacco, and he'd sit there and shove it in their mouth. I remember another one was Rikishi. He was a big guy, and he'd rub his ass on people. That was so funny. Oh, God. And then all the ladies. Yeah, all the lady superstars. There's a lot of good-looking ones, that's for sure. Now they're all kind of getting buff. I remember China, though. China could beat up dudes. She was awesome. So I would have liked to seen her, too. And then if we're going back, like Roddy Piper and Andre the Giant, I would have seen Hulkster. I'm sure that would have been hype. You know, even though he wasn't that great of a guy either. Mr. T, when he was wrestling, hell yeah. Okay, guys. Sun Man, it's been beautiful. Thank you all. I gotta head to bed. I'm definitely wiped out. Now I'm hungry though, so I might snack real quick and then I'll head to bed. So, well, as Sonny said, well, actually, Sonny, give us the final word. You always tell me to give you the final word. Give everybody the final word. Let's hear it from Sonny. Peace and love from Japan. Peace and love from AZ. Don't answer the Diddy's calls. Diddy owe me fitty. Fitty owe me Diddy. Diddy, diddy, diddy. Diddy, diddy, diddy. And please, y'all, if you can, come follow the Spotify. We're on all platforms. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Apple Music, Amazon Music, all the music. Come on, Sonny, give us that final word. Before I start munching on something on camera. Ooh, I know what What's the final word, Sun Man? You're gone. But you're patient for me, so I'll be patient for you. Create a highlight. What's that do? Oh! Oh, I should have did that forever ago. Lighting. Relight on. Ooh, I'm whiter. I can play with the settings. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. I don't know. Come on, Sun Man. Final word before I have to make fun of you or make Grandpa do it. Don't make me make Grandpa do it now. Let's see, what can I snack on? Some cookies, some ramen. Ooh, I got more of these. Ooh, that's good to know. Oysters? Should I snack on some oysters? No, it's my ladies. Ah! Sardines? Sardines? Mm-hmm. Other brown sardines? Mm-hmm. Sun Man, you must just be too distracted. Weather. Oh, here it is. Thank you, beautiful sun. With that being said, thank you, Sun Man, for the final word. Peace and love from AZ. Thank you for everything, sir. Peace and love from the A of Z. I got a big day tomorrow, y'all. Hopefully I get some shorts out and maybe I'll do another sneak peek of a song. We got a lot of them and I haven't been sneak peeking all of them, so. Alright guys, good night, be safe. Sonny, have a good day. I know you're 16 hours ahead, so it's probably getting towards the evening now for you. So, I will talk to you all later. I get to hang with the goat. You made my day. You rock, Sun Man. You all made my night. Bye everyone. Miha says, bye, see the rapper. Bye, Miha. You be safe. Be nice to your dad. Don't pick on him too much, but for real, pick on him a little bit. He deserves it a little bit. Good night, guys. Thank you. Bye-bye. So long.